T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome one, welcome all. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It means it's Kall-In, Kopish, Kall-In. This is your show. Big up everyone who's already in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button. And subscribe if you're new. How come it's taking so long to get to 30k, guys? Come on, man. There's got to be some people out there that haven't realized that they haven't subbed. Just smash that subscribe, guys, please. It is much, much appreciated. It is a drifty takeover tonight, indeed. Now, the boys will be in a bit later. But you have to put up with me for a little while. I'm not going to lie. The Friday show makes me realize how quick the weeks are going as well, which actually scares the bejeebers out of me still. But we move. Is my camera bent? Sure. But big up everyone. What's going on? As you can see, there is a title for this. Is Thuram next? What we saying, people? I don't really know about all of the personal terms of being agreed and all that. You know, I don't know. I always find it a little bit. I don't know. But we definitely know that the interest is real. We definitely know that we're chasing after the player. I mean, I let this whet your appetite a little bit.
Hello! Here we go!
Hello! Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're best friends, guys, and we're chasing after both players. Coinky dink? Or is there something more to it? Is it all part of the master plan? You lot tell me. You lot tell me. One more time for the people in the back.
Hello! Here we go!
Boy, I don't know, man. Big up Eastwood in with the first super. Let's run it up. Hashtag Thuram. So yeah, guys. Obviously, I just want to know how you look. I know we have obviously spoken about this before, but now that we have McAllister in the door, now we know that they're going to be on to the next one, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's giving me a little bit more, you know, it's going to give me a little bit more encouragement. A couple of people connected to Nice have apparently said that they do believe the player will be leaving. Now, again, that doesn't mean he's coming to Liverpool, but, you know, they think he's reached that part where he's just too good to be at the club, and therefore they think he'll move on. A little bit like when McAllister, when De Zerbi said that McAllister, he'll be gone because he, you know what I mean? Obviously, I mean, I guess they knew, but they knew that they weren't going to be able to hold on to him, you know? So they were just honest. I think, you know, a little bit of murmurs are, it's the same with Nice. Big up Al, who's just saying Nice are in a bit of financial problem. I'm not too sure about that. but you know, they don't think he'll be there anymore. Andra, I did not say Thuram is not good on the ball. I said I think Caicedo is as good on the ball as him. And even if I want to flex back on that just a little bit after watching even more of Thuram, I still think Caicedo is a brilliant player on the ball. So no, it wasn't anything to do with diminishing Khephren. It was more an acknowledgement of Caicedo's ability to play on the ball. So yeah, which by the way is still the player I would want if I had my choice out of everyone. Like, I'm not even going to say he's better. I just would prefer him. Do you know what I mean? Like, Caicedo, man. Whoever gets him, fucking hell, they're getting an absolute gem. And you guys know I've been screaming that for a year now. I didn't jump on the bandwagon like a lot of these Arsenal fans who didn't even care about him until Arsenal bid for him in January. I've been on the Caicedo train for a minute. Like, absolute baller. Well, me and Mark agree on something. Big up yourself, Mark. As always. There was one other thing that I saw. Yeah, Ali, this is true that Lillian actually told his son to come and play for Liverpool. I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that I have seen that going around. So yeah. Boy, we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. But how are you guys feeling? What is the mood going on today? I'm going to put the link in the chat in a second. Got one more super. Big up Sam, as always. Big up Drift. With McAllister giving a number 10 shirt, does that mean our system will change next season? 4-2-3-1 with our gunman back where he should be. Oh, I've never thought about it. I think we're going to be flexible. I think we're going to have different formations and different tactics depending on who we're playing and what the situation is. I think the invert is definitely going to remain when need be. 4-2-3-1, we could do that. 4-2-4, we could do that. Original 4-3-3, if we've got these proper players back in that can do that. I think we're going to be flexible, Sam. I think we're going to be flexible. I think the evolution of Klopp moving from the old guard into the new guard is also going to be him being a bit more tactically flexible as well. I think this season he did quite a bit of experimenting, and I think the fact that we played all those different formations at different times means I think that he's going to try and evolve himself as well as the team. And I think he's learned from mistakes. I think the run we went on, change of formation to go on that run. If you guys remember, we changed formation just before the World Cup and we went on a run. I think this season, a lot of lessons were learned. So yeah, I mean, I would love to have the gunman back up top, whether that be Jota or Nunes, just, you know what I mean? But I don't have an issue with Gakpo. I think Gakpo is absolutely going to light the Premier League alight next year, guys. I don't know why. I don't have any factual evidence. It's just a hunch. But from what I've seen of him this season, and based off of how he looks like every game he's settling more, I just think Gakpo's absolutely going to light up. And I'm not even saying that means he's going to bang in 30 goals or anything like that. But the way Bobby did, not always going to be, statistically look like he's badding it up, but he is going to be an absolute problem for the opposition next season. I can just feel it in my bones. I can smell it. Gakpo, I'm properly excited for Gakpo next season. I really, really am. And I think people are going to see the reason why we made sure that we brought him in January to stop Man United getting him, even though at the time we could have probably gone with a midfielder. Even though I do remember we was in a little bit of a forward crisis when we brought Gakpo in. We had a lot of injuries and whatnot. So I still think it was a good move regardless. But yeah, man, I'm 100% looking forward to Gakpo next season. But yeah, let me put the link in the chat. As you guys know, this is your show. As long as you're respectful, as long as you come in with them good vibes, you are welcome. and I'm looking forward to this. One thing I will say, as always, guys, I mean, and I know we are gonna be sticking to it today, because I do want to make sure that I get people in. What I want to let everybody know as well, if you're not in the background within the first 10 minutes of the link going out, then unfortunately we won't be able to bring you in. And if you do jump in, then, you know, if you could kindly just jump back out again, and that's not to, you know, to not want to get you on. We just get so many people backstage. If we keep letting people jump in, that's the reason why we end up doing that 4 or 5 hour streams. And I know you lot do love those streams sometimes, but I gotta be honest, guys, it is very taxing, and you know what I mean, we can't be doing these 4 or 5 hour streams all the time. We do it for the people because we know you like it and we want to be inclusive and get everyone on, but every now and again we have to just put our foot down a bit, you know what I mean, and just keep the show moving as much as we can. So hopefully you'll get in within the first 10 minutes, guys, but if not, then obviously I'm letting you know from now, we're not going to be bringing in the people that come in after that. And you will be getting hit with a video if you go over your 3 minutes, guys. I'm going to be honest. You lot know from now it ain't disrespect. But once the buzzer goes, the video will automatically be played. Even if you're in the middle of something. Even if you're in the middle of something, guys, the video is going to have to be played. And we're going to remove you as the video's played. It's all love. You lot know it's all part of the game. So, and you don't want it, just don't get the video. Just don't get the video. Just watch the timer. I'll give you the 30-second warning and we move. All right. The link is in the chat, people. Big up everyone. Come and join me. There you go, people. And guys, I've just switched the chat over to subscribers only. So if you guys want to communicate with us, get involved in the wonderful community on the chat, you got to make sure you're subscribed, people. If you want to know why your message ain't coming through, you ain't subscribed. And there we go. Big up there. I said, as always, get them likes up, please, people. Let me see how many likes we on. How many likes are we on so far? Right, we are currently 178 likes. Guys, come on, man. Come on, guys. 170. There's already 600 of you in here. Come on, guys. Come on. Get them likes up, man. Smash that like button. Right. Let me just respond. Guys, I am about to bring in our first caller of the day. Man, like Jay in the building.
Hey, what's up, Jeffy? You can hear me?
Yeah. What's good, fam? What's good?
Man, how, doing what I do. Gotta, keep my head up out here. Gotta see through all these bogus Twitter accounts we got going on, reporting just anything, right?
Yeah. Come on, you know.
Did you see that Nunez training video that everybody's talking about?
Yeah, he's just ramping with his brethren. People went to say it was a training video.
Here's the thing, though. He's training, so he's trying to get better. We're gonna make fun of people at practice now? That's what we're doing? That's kind of funny to me. Like,
but the agenda
practice.
For Nunez is crazy.
Like, not a game. I'm pulling Allen Iverson. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Not even a team practice. Just practice. But anyway, Yeah. So I got a question. With all this Saudi Arabia stuff going on, man,
Mm.
if Saudi Arabia came in with 250 million for Salah, would you say yes? 250 million, because they're dropping all kind of crazy money. And think about it. I mean, Salah's massive in the Arab world. That would
Boy.
like you can save it for Cal too if he comes on, because I know what Cal's gonna do with the money. He's gonna go straight to Leverkusen and buy Musa Diaby. That's exactly where he's gonna go. We'll get all our business
Boy.
done in a week. What?
Boy.
I think next year we're gonna see a lot of. I think we might see a lot more of. Hopefully, Klopp will play Nunes and Cody together and let Cody play second striker, because he does that for Holland as already,
Mm.
and Nunes played like that as well at times with Benfica. So I think that could be an interesting wrinkle that they could add this season. It's hard to implement stuff like that in the middle of a season. I think people are kind of underrating that, because that's like very different. You have to train for that, and what's better time than now? But yeah,
100%,
and
man.
Thuram and Kone, I think Thuram. I think he's gonna play more like a Henderson type role, because I think I can see him doing a
Okay.
lot of 1-2s with Salah, and I think that could be very deadly in the final third. But yeah, I'm gonna let you chop that up. And there was one rap group I forgot last week when we were talking about that. One major group, and I feel bad. I forgot about A Tribe Called Quest, man. That's one of the best rap groups of all time. So
Very
I gotta
true.
give them a shout out. They have no
Very,
bad
very.
albums. RP, the Fife Dog, the 5 Foot Assassin.
100.
But
No,
yeah,
yeah, no. True talk, man.
about as
True
tall
talk,
as
but
this guy
yeah.
right here. About as tall as that guy, right?
But I'll chop that out now, man. Pick up
And
yourself
shout
as
out to
always,
Messi,
Jay.
man. He's gonna change football in America forever. He's gonna change it. Luckily, I'm not gonna pay to go see him, because I've already seen him play in person here in Texas.
No, I'm looking
He
forward to
scored.
it. I'm looking
So I sat
forward to
behind the
it.
goal. He scored a brace against Bolivia. Argentina played Bolivia one time here in Houston, so that was actually nice to see. He was actually in his prime then, so he was like peak Messi. It was like 7-8 years ago. So
Cool,
all
man.
right, yeah, I'll
All
let
right,
you
G.
chop that up.
All right, man. Big up yourself, bro. As always. See you next week, man. Big up, bro. Hold on a minute. Right. Yeah, big up Jay as always. I mean, Messi is definitely gonna change football. He is 100%. The amount of money that he's on is crazy. 45 million a season. 45 million a season. No. And the thing is, I wouldn't even care if he's getting 45 million a season if he was like 28-year-old Messi. But this is 36-year-old Messi. Like, flipping up. But I guess this is back pay, right? If you're the best in the world, then you earn the right to make this crazy ass money. Highest paid athlete in Miami, period, by far, Lionel Messi. But big up to the GOAT. Would I shot Mo for 250 million? I can't really turn that down, can I? Like, I can't really turn that down. 250. I can't. It would be horrible to watch Mo leave. I want Mo to retire at Liverpool. But 250. Now, do you know what? I'd need assurances. First of all, them tight as a duck's ass owners that we have need to make it 100% clear that 250 is going immediately back into the playing squad. I don't want to hear no shit about we're doing up the training ground, we're building extensions on the stadium. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You should be doing that anyway. That money should be coming out of your pocket. I would want that 250 going straight back into the playing squad. Like, it wouldn't even go into FSG's account. It wouldn't even go into FSG's account. It would go into Klopp's account. Klopp's got an account for transfers. It would go straight in there. So as long as that's the case, reluctantly, I would. I don't know what the people are saying. 250. you've got to. The way football is right now, the prices are so high. Although if we got 250 for one player, can you imagine how much everyone would trying to rip us off? It would actually get crazy the amount of prices people will be quoting us when we go to try and buy players. We'd probably only get like 3 players with that 250 because of how dumb the prices would be that people would be asking. But yeah, Harry Kane, that's who I'd replace him with. But yeah, let me let me just bring in the guy who seems to be in full agreement with me. We ain't even agreed on much recently, but it's man like John. What's going on, G?
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Drop 100 on Kane and you got 150 left, bro.
Bro, that 150 left. Let's just go save Jude, fam. Let's go save Jude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I hear
Yeah.
you. And you're replacing the goals. That would be the best thing. You bring in Kane and you're replacing Salah's goals. So
easy.
Easy.
But my only thing is like, you see, Kane is like, I see him probably at the age he's at now. I think he's gonna be 30 like this year, innit?
Yeah, he turned 30 during the summer. Yeah.
So I would say he's probably got maybe at least 2.5 years, maybe at the top, and it's only because like you have to factor in like the injuries he's had. So I don't know whether he can like sustain that type of level of.
He seems to be pretty over the injuries. If you look at the last 2 seasons, he hasn't really had any injuries, bruv.
That's the thing. To be fair with you, I have to give him that. But at the same time, I'm just still wary because at the same time, I still want to look further to the future and make sure that there's longevity with those goals.
But because they're the same age, you're getting the same amount of time out of them. And if everyone's going to be honest with themselves, Harry Kane's got more longevity than Mo does because Harry Kane's game isn't based on pace. Whereas if we're being honest, a lot of Mo's game is based on pace. So if you're really being honest, Kane's got more longevity in at the top level than Mo does. If we're taking our bias out of it, Mo would have to drop into a more creative role, and he wouldn't be as much of a goal scorer. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I would like someone like, I don't know if you've seen much of him. He plays for Brighton, even Ferguson. Like I would like to take a punt on him. I'm not gonna lie to you, but obviously, I think next season will be a big season for him anyway. But but no, I just wanted to obviously chime in on that whole Mo thing anyway, because
go for it, bro.
It was quite a juicy topic. Pause.
But yeah, what do you want to talk about, bro?
But yeah, I was gonna say like for people in the comments saying that they wouldn't shot Mo, I just wanna reiterate that like it's a pretty good deal for someone who's turning 31 in the next year and a half, going on 4. So if that offer comes in, it is a no-brainer, and let's not act as if like, for one, we're a sell to buy club, so there's not like it's not a thing where like FSG they're gonna say, you know what, 200 mil every summer. That doesn't come along at all. It took a while for us to even reach that 150 mark spending, and look what ended up happening. Like we bought Alisson, we bought Van Dijk, and I know you're saying like obviously if that was to happen regarding Mo, obviously teams will look at us and overprice us for certain players, but then at the same time it's like, but look when we bought Van Dijk and Alisson, like we bought Van Dijk and he became like the highest, the world record fee for the most for a defender.
I think he was. I think he was.
And
he might still be it at the moment.
No. I think Harry Maguire is.
Oh yeah. Oh God,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But then even Alisson, it's peak over that side. It's peak over that side. Forget them, man. But even Alisson ended up becoming like a world record fee for a goalkeeper for like 5 minutes. But then look what that came with, all that success. So let's not act as if like for us, based on experience, when we spent big money on big players, it's not brought us success. And to be fair, whenever we spend money on like certain players, 9 times out of 10 our scouting system's on point, bar like 1 or 2. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll say it's a pretty good deal, to be honest with you. Although I really feel like But for those, because I saw a lot of people that are saying no, and that just speaks to the amount of sentiment that's in the club. But when people, and obviously, there's people agreeing saying that obviously they would do the deal. They're not saying to do the deal because they think, oh, Mo won't have anything to give. Of course, he would have anything to give, but we have to look at it from like an economic standpoint for the club. 250 mil at that age. That offer don't come along.
Unless we've got Newcastle's owners, we have to accept them type of fees for players. We just do. There's nothing else, you know what I mean? We just got to be honest with ourselves.
100%. My question is to you, though. I've got a question before I leave. So, obviously, signed Mac 10. That's his new name. Obviously, that was
Big
given
Mac
out
in the building.
Obviously, Mac 10 is a name that is it holds weight in the West Coast. You get what I'm saying? So, but we were gonna christen that to the Argentinian Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? So my question is to you: how do you think? Like, do you think McAllister is gonna be like a proper like success at Liverpool? And if so, do you think it all depends on how Klopp utilizes him? Because I think that's the main key as to whether he's going to bang at Liverpool. How like key and how he's going to be utilized by Klopp. But the good thing with McAllister is he can play a range of positions in the midfield. So
cool. All right, man. I chopped that up now, G. Big up as always, man. And we agreed on something today.
Hey, listen. Like I said, I like that.
Yeah, man. But no, I'll chop that out now. Right. Big up as always, G. Love, man. Yeah, see you later, man. Big up, G. Do I think Big Mac will bang next season? I think he's going to be an absolutely brilliant signing for Liverpool. I really do. I'm not trying to be biased because he's somebody who I liked before. I just think if you look at the player, if you look at the way he plays, if you look at how good he is, one of the things that I think Klopp has tried to do in the evolution is be a bit more of a possession-based, controlled football team. And that was why we came away from the rock and roll style. Did it work? Yes and no. The first season we tried to do it was the lockdown season. We all know what happened with the defenders. The midfield was an absolute madness because of it, and it didn't allow us to do what Klopp's ideas were. Then, if you go to last season, we nearly won everything. And then you look at this season and it kind of fell apart again. I think he still likes the idea of being that type of team that keep the ball. We are more possession-based. It's why we bought Thiago. There's no doubt in my mind about why we bought Thiago. He bought Thiago because he wanted to be more in control of games when need be. I'm sure there was probably times when he might want to go and do the other stuff. But he wants to be able to be in control of games or have players on the pitch that once we get the lead, we can control the game and see the game out. Whichever way you want to look at it. I think McAllister comes in and is a new addition, but hopefully more effectively than Thiago was because his availability will be more there. He's more of a goal threat as well. And the thing is, McAllister, if everything is true and we are chasing these players are going to come in and they're going to back McAllister up. So if we bring in Kone in and we bring in Thuram, and then we've got McAllister as well, you've got two really strong, athletic, ball-playing, defensive-minded players that then allow McAllister to be able to get on the ball and dictate games, push up the field, get involved, and become that goal-scoring midfielder that might chip in with 5 to 10 goals from midfield that we've been missing since Genie left, really. And even Genie wasn't even amazing at doing it like consistently. He did it in the big games. That's an absolute fact, but he wasn't consistent. I think McAllister might be like a every 2-3 games get a goal kind of midfielder. Do you know what I mean? He's brilliant from the spot, which I love as well. I don't want Mo on penalties anymore. I just don't. Like, Mo's been brilliant for us on penalties, generally speaking. But I think the season just gone show maybe he's second guessing himself a little bit. And I've never really liked his technique when it comes to penalties. Like, he's put the ball in the back of the net more often than not, so I rate that. But I've never truly liked his technique. You see, when James Milner steps up, I just feel like the goal's coming. When Mo steps up, I'm always like, Mo, please, please, please. And then, you know what I mean, the elation when he scores. McAllister can now be another player who's coming and I think it's 6 from the spot. Like, he didn't miss a penalty this season. We're losing Milner, which I think a lot of people are forgetting. So we are losing our best penalty taker. So I'm glad McAllister's coming in and he's good at penalties as well. So yeah, man, I think he'll bang. I think he'll bang. I have no doubt. Obviously, he has to prove himself, and the proof has to be in the pudding. But I don't think there'll be any problems. McAllister will 100% bang for Liverpool. As long as we get everybody we need, because it can't just be him. That'll be a lot of pressure on him. It can't just be him. It has to be a combined, we get all the other players. But yeah, I think he'll bang. I really do. It's mad, you know, just quickly before I bring in the next caller. People have been talking about, you know, where Khephren and Kone play. And a lot of people are like, you know, do they play? There's your CM, is he an attacking midfielder, etc., 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 right? Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Yeah, here we go. So let me just share this with you guys. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Is that visible? These bloody adverts. Just move your blood clot, man. No, let me zoom out because these adverts are getting in the way. Apologies if you can't see it, guys. But as you can see here, Khephren as an example, right? He played left midfield once. He played left wing once, which is crazy this season. He played DM 17 times, and he plays central midfield 24 times. There isn't that much of a difference between how many times he played DM to CM. So I know a lot of people will do the eye test, and a lot of people will go off of what they feel about the player, and that's fine. That's fair enough. I totally understand that. But we're looking at facts here. There's not much difference between the amount of times that he played either of these two positions. There's only 7 in it. 17 times at DM in a season. That's a lot. That means he's fully capable of playing in that position. That means that Klopp can mold this absolutely super young talent into being a DM if he wants to be that. You know? He can. It's not beyond the realms that's why we're bringing him in. And maybe he doesn't want him to be a conventional, proper, like, DM in the way that, you know, Flacco has been for us. Maybe he kind of more wants to, like, have somebody who's playing in that position and is brilliant at it, but maybe he's better on the ball or can, you know, progress with the ball or whatever, you know? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Just quickly to look at Kone, which is crazy because I know that it could just be based on who they play for, etc., etc. But Kone this season played once in attacking midfield, which is kind of crazy, like where Khephren played left wing. 24 times he played from central midfield, and 6 times he played from DM. So the player that we all personally felt would be the one more suited to playing DM is actually the one who's played DM the least. The season just gone. It's interesting. It's interesting. I just think that the way Klopp wants to evolve the team, I don't think he wants there to be a player who's like rigid. And I know we do like rigid players. I want my left back to be a left back. I want my winger to be a winger. You know, like, I get it. We do want rigid players sometimes. I want my striker to just be a striker. I get it. Like, it does help the team to be great when you've got players who are very specific to the position that they play. But, you know, Klopp likes flexibility. And I think what he wants is a fluid. So let me give you an example. We got Kone, Khephren, and McAllister in midfield. Based on what we're doing, where we are, what the situation is, whether we're defending, whether we've got possession, whether we're in control of the game, whether we're on the attack, whatever it is. Having players who can drop in and do just as well for a minute in that position while we adjust, or because that player might have made a run, or whatever the case may be. I think Klopp wants that level of flexibility. Personally, that's what I think he wants. And if it works, it'd be unbelievable. And we all got a bit crazy when we realized what was going on with the fullbacks. We were like, "Raw, why are our fullbacks going to push up so high?" Lo and behold, 4 years later, every trophy in the bag. You know what I mean? Robbo and Trent, most assists from any fullbacks in history or Premier League history or whatever crazy stat that was. We all looked a little sideways when Klopp first said he wanted the attacking creative outlet to be from the wide players, from the wingbacks, the fullbacks. We were like, "Raw." It worked though. So I don't know. I see the logic behind it. I do see the logic behind it. Would I still prefer to have a proper out-and-out sitting DM? Yeah. But maybe one of these guys can be molded into it, do a brilliant job at it, and they still have the attributes to go and do other things on the pitch where need be. Just like Genie. Just like Genie. So let's wait and see what he's going to do with that one. Let me just make sure. No, okay, cool. All right, people, I'm going to bring in... Actually, no, let me get through a couple of these supers because they're on subject. Big up everyone for your supers as well. Vagabond says Liverpool have approached needs for Thuram, but not much in Gladbach for Kone. No contact with both players yet. I mean, yeah, technically, bro, like officially, you have to actually ask the club's permission to talk to the player. So hopefully, we ain't doing none of that Blackpool shit that we did with Virgil. And the crazy thing is, if I'm not mistaken, from what I was told by one of our viewers, I can't remember who it was who told me the other day, but somebody on the board at Mönchengladbach is related to Kone, is it? They're related to him? Yeah, was it his brother or something like that? So negotiations with Gladbach shouldn't even technically be that difficult. We have an inside man. So let's get the Thuram one done first, because the Kone one will probably be easier to get done. But again, you know, it's early in the window. The window hasn't actually officially opened yet, guys. Let's remember that. Like, it hasn't actually officially opened yet. Big up John says, big up guys, just had my graduation yesterday. Kopish was part of this journey, so y'all should be proud too. Bro, absolutely smacked it. Congratulations, man. Big up your damn self. Let me drop a beat for you on that one, man. And it was our pleasure, bro. I'm glad that we could help you through, man. Big up yourself. LFC Aaron, big up yourself as always, bro. Says Evening Drift. If you deep it, Mac 10 is the long-term replacement for Milner. Can play in 2 or 3 different positions. That's very true. Not left back, but I get your point, though. Or right back, because remember, that's where Millie played a lot. I mean, the Milner of a few years ago. Big up Drift, been watching since banter days. Nah, Aaron, your support's never gonna notice, man. Big up yourself, bro. I even catch you on other streams sometimes, and I'm streaming with others. So big up yourself as always, bro. And yeah, I do believe old school Milner at Liverpool. Yeah, there are probably a lot of similarities as to where he will play him still. You know, and the penalties as well. I think he'll replace him on penalties. Big up yourself at Patton. Says what I like most about the McAllister signing and the talk of Thuram and Kone is energy. Finally, energy in the midfield. It changes everything. Big facts, bro. Absolute big facts. And that is the reason why I think we're going down this road. I think Klopp wants to be able to play that 4-3-3 when he wants to be able to play it and have the players who can do it. Because let's be honest, people said that we're predictable, etc., etc., etc. And to a degree, they could be right. Did Arsenal become predictable? Is that why they didn't win the league? If you look at the last 10 games, teams like Southampton and West Ham were getting results off of them. Maybe they became predictable. Maybe they played against them already that season. Maybe they watched them throughout the season. Maybe they figured out a way to be able to stop it. Is that what the case is? I don't know. You can become predictable. A lot of teams can can become predictable if they have a certain set way of play. But I'll tell you one thing, 18, 19, 20, 21, to a degree, Liverpool were predictable. But especially in the early days, but you couldn't do a damn thing about it. You knew what we were going to do, but you couldn't do a damn thing about it. It was like Robin. Everybody knew what Robin was going to do. But there's a reason why he's arguably the best right winger of all time outside of Messi, if you want to count Messi as a right winger. Because Robin was so good, you knew what he was going to do, but you couldn't do nothing about it. Couldn't do nothing about it. And that was what we were. In our heyday, people knew what Mane, well, maybe not Mane because he was unpredictable, but people knew what Bobby was going to do, drop in, play between the lines. People knew Mo would be making runs. People knew we had the end, but you couldn't do nothing about it. We were absolutely unplayable. You couldn't do nothing about it. Peak, Flacco, Genie, Milner, Hendo, midfield. It was just an engine. It wasn't even glamorous, but you couldn't do anything about it. We smothered you. We absolutely suffocated you. You couldn't do shit about it. And if we bring in Kone, Khephren, and now we've got McAllister already, we could possibly go back to doing that. So maybe we could even go back to playing 4-3-3. We got Gakpo now that can do the false nine. We got Diaz that can play off the wing. We've got Mo that can play off the wing. We've got Jota that can fill in where need be or play off the wing. We've got Nunes if we want to go more direct. We've got options now. We can do different things. Maybe we're going to be 4-3-3 again, guys. Then one game out of nowhere, we'll just switch to an invert. You won't even realize what's going on. And then Trent will just ras up your clock, get about 3 assists in the game. Like, we got flexibility, people. If we get these players in, we have flexibility. That is what it's all about. But if we get the players in that we've been chasing, in my opinion, I believe we can go back to being predictable because you think you know what we're going to do. But what are you going to do? When you've got Virgil, Ibu, Kone, and Thuram roughing you up at Anfield, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's like me asking you what you're going to do when Lennox Lewis has got you on the end of a jab, or Mike Tyson's coming in close, rib shot in your clock. What are you going to do? You think you know what you're going to do, but when you're in the situation, there's nothing you can do. So let's hope that that's what the plan is. Let's hope that's what the plan is, man. I really do see big things if we get those 3 players in, man. I really do. My brother Kojo in the building. What's going on, bruv? Big up your damn self. Right, let me bring in another legend of the Kall-In show. Man like Tarmizi. What's happening, bro?
It's good, Drifty.
I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. A lot of things happen this way. I'm not gonna lie. Zlatan, the Big Mac 10. Have you heard the song?
I have. I like it. I like it.
You know, on top of my head, I thought they might have taken Kyle's Balala context and then they applied to it. So there's something relatable and all that. But it's a massive signing. It's been a while. We haven't got a central midfielder that position.
100%.
But we'll see what happens in the next few weeks and the rest of the summer. Like I said, the under-20 World Cup I've been enjoying, and I think it's gonna be a final for the neutral Italy against Uruguay.
Okay, I haven't been able to tune in. You know,
Uruguay, to be honest, not just because of Darwin playing for our team, but I think I've seen clips, and I didn't watch the live, but I've seen clips and they look promising. Some few boys out there, but Italy, I think one of the Chelsea boys played for the Italy young side, so it's going to be an interesting battle. I just have 2 questions. So the first one is about Liverpool, because over the years we hired certain individuals like the throw-in specialist, and I think one of the head and recovery person from Germany as well, Andres Lamberger. This kind of people. Do you think that there's more of a PR spin? Like what I'm trying to allude is us fans buy so much into their impact to the team success, or do you reckon it's just one of them ones where other teams are hiring the similar positions as well, like your likes of Man City? And I think for me, I'm like 50-50. I think they do their bit, but I think some of the fans really buy into their expertise and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So
So like a
I'm just,
like a throwing
yeah.
coach, for example. Like,
Yeah,
do I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that it actually has an impact, or is it like a bit of
It's
a
just the
kind of like,
norm, like in the
yeah,
professional
yeah,
industry.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know
I
what I'm
get you.
saying?
I get you. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
And lastly, before I jump out, if I don't know if you've heard that Joaquin, or that's what's his pronunciation, the Real Betis legend,
Oh
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
announced his
Joaquin. Yeah,
retirement.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I think he had his testimonial recently, and I saw some few ballers out there. Not gonna lie, it reminded me back when I played Championship Manager. So just rank your top 5 in their prime. I hope you
Oh,
could
okay.
recall. So one is Guti. So Guti from Real Madrid, David Albelda, and then Diego Tristan.
Oh no, do you know what?
Striker. Yeah,
Let me write this down, sir. Let me pause
yeah,
your
yeah.
time. Yeah, let me write it. Yeah,
True,
go for
true.
it, go for it. So Guti,
So yeah, Guti, and
yeah,
then David Albelda,
okay.
and then Diego Tristan. One of my favorite
Ooh,
actually back in
Tristan
the
was
day.
there, yeah.
Yeah, cold. Vicente Rodriguez used to play for Valencia. He's one of a winger, Vicente.
Vicente
Uh,
Rodriguez. The name rings a bell, but I can't put a
yeah,
face to
but
it.
he's at the back of his jersey. They just named him Vicente. And
Okay.
then another one is Mendieta. Used to
Oh,
play.
Mendieta. That's
Yeah,
my G
Gaisca
still.
Mendieta. Yeah. So 5 Spanish lads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
5
so
legends.
put them in order then. You mean like
Yeah.
how I rank
In their
those
prime.
5?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But
Cool.
anyways, that's just it. And hopefully Khephren signs for us. I can't wait. And if he does, then you know what name I'll print at the back behind the jersey for the next
100,
season.
100.
But big up to you, man, and big
No,
up
big
to
up as always, man.
Matt
Love as
and
always,
Cal
G.
as
Big up
always.
yourself, man.
Smash the
Yeah, man.
likes. Yeah.
Alright, G.
Take
See you
care.
next week, man. Big up, bro.
Yeah. Davis.
Right. So the first question from Tarmizi, big up Tarmizi. With the specialist thing, I think maybe when we first did it, it might have been a little bit of like a new thing. But then again, I don't really know because you don't hear too much about this from other clubs. I would probably say other clubs do bring in specialists. I don't necessarily think it's a Liverpool thing. I think other people probably do bring in specialists. I think maybe we hear about it a little bit more from our side because we support the club. So I'd probably say everybody probably does, you know. I'd probably say everybody does bring in a specialist. But it is good to bring in a specialist depending on what the scenario is. It's weird. You would think throw-ins is something that should just be obvious, right? But I think it was actually like statistically proven that there was an improvement based on, you know, having that. So yeah, I think everybody probably does it, Mizzy, but it's a good thing. I do think it's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Right, ranking these players. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't remember Vicente Rodriguez. You know what? Let me actually just Google him because if I see the face, then maybe it might remind me exactly who he is, and then that way it will give me. Okay, I do. I remember. I do remember him. I do. Yeah, I do. All right, and let me just make sure Albelda is the person I'm thinking of. To make sure I get this right. Yes, he is the one I'm thinking of. Right. Let me rank these players. Okay, I would probably go. um. would I say? I would go. Mendieta is the best of those players. Then Guti. Then Tristan. Then Rodriguez. Then Albelda. I don't know if anyone is gonna have an issue with that. But yeah, Mendieta is definitely the best out of all of those for me. Then Guti, then Tristan, then Rodriguez, then Albelda. Let me know, Mizzy, what your rank would be, and let's see how far off I am from yours. But yeah, big up Mizzy each and every time. I've got a special guest if he's ready. Ready? Hey!
Yes, even.
What's going on, G?
Not too bad. Apologies for the time. Apologies.
No, good, you're good. How was my list on those players? What would you rank those players?
Honestly, I only caught the last couple of names you said.
So just quickly, because I know Mizzy would want your thing. So of these 5 players, put them in order, best to worst. Guti, Albelda.
Hold on. Guti.
Albelda.
Yeah.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Vicente Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Mendieta. What order would you put those in? Did you hear my order? Or do you not want me to give you a
I've not heard your order. Guti's my best.
Okay.
So I've got Guti as the best.
Guti over Mendieta. Ooh.
Yeah. I thought Guti is. I'm not. Guti's my type of player still. Silky as hell, bro.
Mendieta
still one of the
was
best. Still one of the best assists I've ever seen when he backheeled it to Benzema. One of the goals.
Guti was good.
Oh, Guti.
There was a period of his career where he was kind of like a facilitator and an unsung hero more than like. But yeah, Guti was good. I did like Guti.
Is that Diego Tristan we're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, Diego Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan, I've got second.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm gonna go Mendieta, then Vicente, then Albelda.
Okay, wow, you and Mizzy's got Mendieta at 4. Mendieta at 4.
Yeah, I've got Mendieta and Vicente swapped around.
Mendieta was a G, bruv. Mendieta's got to be top of my list.
He was, but Guti for me was bruv, I used to love watching Guti play.
Fair dues. Yeah, fair dues. But big up Mizzy on that one. Right, let's bring in the next caller. Hang on a minute, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going to bring you in now, Neto, because I have no idea if or when Matt will turn up. So I know you wanted to wait. Neto's Army in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Listen, man. Me and Matt, man, we're still beefing, man. I think the guy's still looking for my shooters out here, man, because the Lakers ain't got no shooters. Matt, where are you? Where are you, Matt? It is where it is. Listen, before I start, Callum, did you watch the interview from last week that I told you to watch?
Remind me, bro.
Stephen A. Smith.
No, I haven't, you know.
You still haven't watched it?
No, bro, my week has been hectic, bro. When I say hectic, I'm talking capital H. Hectic.
Yeah, man. Listen, I ain't gonna talk about it yet, but listen, Carl, next time I'm on here, if you still haven't watched it, I'm gonna I'm gonna get some vibes, man. I'm gonna get some vibes.
Remind me, Stephen A. and who was it with?
Smith and Crawford. Errol Spencer and Crawford. Yeah,
you did. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, man. You need to watch that interview, man.
No.
You need to watch it. Yeah, man, Drifty, today me and you are going to be agreeing on a lot, man, because football's over, man. It's time for us it's time to put the rivalry aside. Forget Henderson, forget what I've said about Klopp. It's just time to be a football fan, man. Mac 10, man. It's like we're moving like what's his name, AM, bro. When man was doing Big Mac 10, can I get fries? You know how we go, man. Let me get some fries of that now, man. I need my Thuram, I need my Kall-In, man. That's what I need now. Because you can't just give me a Mac. You can't just give me a Mac, man. And the smoothie, the smoothie is Goncalo Nasio, man. Give me my smoothie as well. You can't just give me food and you can't give me nothing to simmer it down with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want a Nasio as well, man. Big time, I want a Nasio as well.
Yeah, man. 100. Yeah, okay. What do I got for you guys this week? Also called McAllister. Let's get into a serious conversation about McAllister, man. I really like him as a player, but do you think he is what we need in the midfield? Because I've said for quite a while, man, McAllister's type of profile is very good, but I just don't think he's
I don't know about that name. I know about that, man.
Crazy. I was about to say, man, what's it called? What's his name? Alexis McAllister. Do you think he's what we need in midfield, not what we want? Of course, I want a type of midfielder like him, but we're talking about Klopp right now. Do you think he is what we need? Because for me, Kone or Thuram, I can see the logic behind getting those type of players because they are what Klopp embodied this Liverpool midfield of foundations, like pressing. Not like the best of dribblers, not the best of passes, but they are above average on both. The energy is very, very high. Like that's what they are. Alexis McAllister, no disrespect, he gives me Pep Guardiola type of vibes, man. The Manchester City type of player. And I've always said, man, one of the issues of Jurgen Klopp is he's trying to become like a Man City light, man. Just go back to what you're great at, because stop trying to copy somebody else's type of football, man. The way that we're moving now, you see with Cody Gakpo coming in, Alexis McAllister, Luis Diaz, they don't scream Liverpool signings to me in the last few years. But listen, man, I'll take it. Like Darwin Núñez, no disrespect, Darwin Núñez screams a Liverpool player to me, even though I don't really think he's that great of a player. He screams a Liverpool type of player for me. Just pure chaos, just pure a physical, a physically capable player. Not great technically, but physically he's out of this world. That's what I'm trying to say. Another thing, last thing I want to talk about before I go is what's his name? July 29th. What's it called? The UFC. Pereira versus, if I'm not mistaken, is it Blachowicz?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, Cal, man. 29th of July is gonna be the biggest conundrum for me because I don't know whether to watch the UFC or watch Errol Spencer Crawford. So
I'm
gonna have to get two things. But so the last question I want to ask you both, for the UFC, Alex Pereira, why do you think he moved up to light heavyweight? Do you think it's because
Go finish off about I'll finish it. I'll let you finish. Go on,
I love you, Jersey, man. Listen, do you guys think Alex Pereira moved up because Glover Teixeira just retired recently, or do you think he actually moved up? Do you think he actually moved up because it's very hard for him to keep losing weight or cutting weight to get down to middleweight? And the last thing I want to say before Drifty moves me out is it is what it is, man. I love Drifty anyway. The last thing I want to say is Drifty, me and you, when it comes to UFC, we are the same type of minds, man. Bun Israel Adesanya, big up Robert Whittaker. Now, Bun Israel, I can't stand that guy, man. I can't stand Izzy, bro.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna be real, man. You know when Izzy knocked out Pereira, I was on the stream with you, Luke, man. You a smug, man, arrogant guy, man. Just laughing in my face, was smiling. I was like, this guy, man, what the hell is he doing this to me? I can't stand Izzy, man. I can't stand him. Big up,
wow. Big up, man. You know, Bob, what you said was worth it, But you know I gotta hit you with
It is
a
what it
thing,
is.
bro,
I know,
'cause
man.
you
It
ain't-
is what it is. It is what it is.
Man. But big up as always, G.
Big up, bro.
yourself, man.
Big up,
Big
man.
up,
Big
bro.
up,
Big up.
big up.
What boy don't make no bigger than that pussy? Run on your mama. Boy, pussy.
But I should have given a long one, but
anything else you want to say about Izzy, bro? Well, we're doing a session on.
No. I'll save the Izzy distraction for when Whittaker gets revenge. We'll save it.
I will say that was very salty from Cal's Now Army. I can't. Our reason I think Pereira moved to 205 is he would have gotten an immediate rematch. I think he was killing him making that weight though. Like he walks around, he's a big guy, man. He's walks around at like 230. He's weight cutting about 45 pounds. That's not healthy. And he's getting older as well. Yeah, I'm shocked by Cal's Now Army. I can't lie. That hurt me. That hurt.
All right, let me give you a little insight as to why I am the way I am.
I know why you are the way you are.
If you watched somebody do something horrible to Leon, I think you would start feeling the exact same way that I feel the way I watched Izzy do what he did to Whittaker. And remember, Whittaker was coming back off life-saving surgery, and Izzy was still kicking him in the gut, didn't care. All right, big man. All right. That's the game you want to play. All right, cool. All right, cool. So, yeah. That's that. It is what it is, bro.
Leon's very different now.
I used to like Grosso.
Who?
I used to like Grosso. But
because she beat Valentina.
We got beef for life now, bruv. How dare she put my girl in a choke? What are we talking about, bruv? She cut the blood supply off. Nah. Once you do one of my peoples, that's it. So after she beat Valentina, we got beef forever. And I liked her. I liked Grosso, bruv. I did. But nah. You're not gonna do Valentina dirty like that, bruv.
That is shocking, bro.
Nah. So it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is.
They know what they sign up to.
Vittori's the only person I've wanted Izzy to beat. No, I wanted him to beat Costa as well. I did want him to beat Costa. So there are the odd occasion when I want him to win. But yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked by your behavior, by Cal's Now Army's behavior. Hayes will keep on hating, and Izzy's going to keep on winning. That's what he does.
Whittaker will get him.
I don't see Whittaker beating Izzy.
They don't want you to think. That's what it is, Cal.
I've watched the fight.
They don't want you to think he can do it, bruv. Right.
Whittaker's the only person who comes close potentially.
I think he is the only guy in the middleweight that can take the belt off him. And the thing is, what's good about it is that the loss was good for Whittaker. I think he's evolved his game, and I actually think that he's become a better fighter for the two losses. So it could help him. So we'll see.
Boy.
Big up, Sonny. You see, I'm not the only one, bruv. Not the only one, bro. But yeah. Wow. Let me get through a couple of these quick because I think some of them were actually on subject. Big up Eastwood. Drift, listen to Mac 10 song for life. I will, bro. I will. I'll make sure. Eric, keep up the good work, lads. Take a look at Borussia Mönchengladbach sporting director. That is why Thuram is next, and then Kone. Yeah, what is it again, Cal? Somebody's on the board that's like related to Kone or something.
His son is Borussia Mönchengladbach. Schmatker's son is the sporting director there, I believe.
That's it. Yeah. See, so the Kone one, we can just be like, let's get the Thuram one done, and then the Kone one should just be a formality, right?
I'm gonna be real. because this might be the one to break the curse. I kind of need to get this one over the line, ASAP.
I hear you're impatient. I hear it. You need the Manny one done.
I've been very patient, bro. I've been waiting a few years for a signing that I've really wanted to come to Liverpool. Hence why I kind of need to see it happen so the curse can be put to bed, innit?
Hello, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dreads, man. I'm getting dreads. Getting dreads, bro.
Lucky for some minute, unless I grow them on the sides.
I'd pay to see that.
How much? Because it would take Saudi Arabia money, bro.
Hold on. What, is Chiesa being linked again?
Yeah, 40 million euros, Cal.
What? Has his price been put out there, or has he been linked to us specifically?
No, apparently Liverpool have been sending scouts to watch him.
He reigns. He reigns. Bro, this could be the summer, bro. It could be the summer.
If we add Chiesa to the madness,
he reigns.
Big up at Pan again. Says that brother in the last clip, Natty done. That's Thuram in our midfield this season, badding them up, 100%, 100%. I will say it. I mean, we spoke about this anyway, but what do you do with our midfield if we have McAllister, Kone, and Thuram in our midfield? You add Ibu and Virgil to that. You're just getting beaten up. There's nothing you can do about it, Cal.
I still would say we need an out-and-out 6.
I hear you, but I've got a little something to show you what I was talking to the people about earlier. Based on that, let me set this up. Let me just get through these last couple supers quickly. Jay, big up, bro. Says, Cal, you selling? Oh yeah, this was his question for me when he came on. Jay's, are you selling Salah to the Saudis for 250 this summer?
No.
Oh, never thought you and me would be different on something to do with that.
Did you say yes?
250, Cal.
Bro, I don't care, bro.
Oh, that means that we can get Diaby, Kane, and Carvalho. I'll say that again, Cal. That means that we can get Carvalho,
Salah, bro,
Kane, and Diaby.
He's not for sale. I don't know how much more clear I can make it. He ain't for sale.
Fair days. Chombe, big up.
Sorry to cut you. Big up Tom Little in the building as well. Always does a fantastic job of representing Liverpool and Terry's the football Terry.
Oh yeah. Big up Tom. Yeah, he goes to war for us on there still.
Always wins. Big up yourself.
Question to you both from Chombe. First of all, big up. Now, big up yourself, Chombe.
Big up, Chombe.
The type of players we're signing is for the future, not for now. So, who is the marquee signing?
I don't think we'll have one, but I'm all right with it, providing we get what we need.
Do you know what? If we get everybody in we've been linked with, I would say Khephren is the marquee signing, you know? I think the potential of that guy is so high, he would be... Oh, yeah, if we got... But I think the links with Szoboszlai need to start being a bit more concrete before I can believe that we're truly...
I'm not being funny. If Smackers does what Smackers meant to do, if Leipzig want Carvalho, then the only way that happens is we get first dibs on Szoboszlai or we get him this summer. Like, it is what it is.
You know what? Apparently, there's a massive sticking point with Carvalho because Liverpool are adamant it's not permanent, and the clubs that are interested want permanent, and that's where the sticking point is.
But there's no point loaning him out because Klopp don't like. It makes no sense. Klopp clearly doesn't want.
But bro, a player of his ability, it isn't worth letting go in case he becomes who you think he should be. So even if he's got 4 years left on his deal, I'd give him a 2-year loan like what Courtois did at Atletico Madrid. So he feels more like he's a player at that club. And in 2 years' time, his development should be complete. He'll be 21 years old, and then we'll know what player he is.
Just sell him. If we ain't going to play him, if we ain't going to use him properly, just sell him. Put a buyback clause in this. Right.
No, but a buyback clause is a little bit less. Should we do it? A 2-year loan means he's guaranteed to come back. Then you make your decision at that time. Because we're not going to get a lot of money for him, bro. But if he absolutely destroys it, even if you don't want him, by the end of that 2 years, you get more money for him. Do you get what I mean? Like right now, we can only command maybe 15 mil. He's probably going to end up being a 40-50 million pound player if he reaches his potential. So
yeah, but it could go the other. It could go the other way as well. It might not click. It might not work. Plus, the player might just want to leave as well, bro.
I mean, if the player wants to go, but then again, at 19, not many people make.
I'm listening, by the way. I'm listening.
Yeah, at 19, not many people make decisions that are always right. So he might mature a little bit and be like, you know what? Nah, it is a good job I stayed as a Liverpool player and went alone because I can fight for my place now. Whereas maybe he might just be a little bit emotional at the moment of like, nah, I can't believe they did me like that.
It's not emotional, bruv. He might be thinking logically saying, if I didn't get these minutes this season and Klopp's buying midfielders, what's to say I'm going to get more minutes next season? There's less chance of him getting minutes next season.
No. Go on loan. I agree he does need to go. But like playing for Liverpool, there's only 1 or 2 teams where you can absolutely go playing for that team's better than playing for Liverpool. Barcelona and Real Madrid.
No, but it's not about that for some players.
Once you
some
play
players,
for
it's just
Liverpool,
about playing, bro.
Pinnacle.
No,
But go on loan, though. That's what I'm saying. Still be a parent. Still let your parent club be one of the biggest clubs in world football. So if your potential is fulfilled, you're at the great club. RB Leipzig, without no disrespect, it's not a club that you want to play for more than Liverpool. So you go there and you show your worth, but your parent club is still a top 5 team in world football.
He just might not want to play for Liverpool anymore, bro.
Yeah, but that would be a very dramatic decision to make.
It's not dramatic, bro. We've messed about with his career. We have.
Nah, he's only 18, 19, bro. That happens to loads of youngsters, bro.
No, but it's a year of his development at the most crucial time in his career, Drew.
Yeah, but loads of kids this happens to, bro. It happens to
loads of kids. Doesn't make it right, though, Drift.
No, I'm not saying it makes it right, but you don't. I don't know. I don't want to compare him to players who I think he's better than. But if you look at somebody like Nketiah or like players who like they went out on loan and then they came back and they did a job because they did well on their loan, they got a bit of development. Then they came back and they were still useful to their parent club. Do you get what I mean? You don't want to do an Arsenal where you let Gnabry go and then it's like 2-3 years later, you're like, you idiots. Why on earth did you let that player go? I don't want it to be like that with Carvalho.
It's a risk either way, though, Drift. We could keep him, not play him, and his value goes down. We could sell him. He goes somewhere, doesn't do well, and his value stays the same. He could.
We could loan him out. If his value goes down, it is what it is, man. No, but he didn't cost us a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, but why just not? Me personally, if he doesn't want to be here, just sell him. Let him go and have a career, bro. If he wants to come back, it will happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it would be a very bad decision.
But there's other shout out to Jamrock, but Musliowski's the same at the moment as well. Like, why are we hanging on to these players?
But Chelsea know they effed up. Arsenal know they effed up.
I'm not talking about Musiala. I'm talking about our player, Musliowski. He's another one.
Sorry. Yeah,
getting nothing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with Musiala.
Exactly. So there's no point. You're hanging on to these players. You have to look at the bigger picture as well. Their careers are stagnating. They're becoming bitter about it. Bro, it's leaving a bad taste in the mouths of these teams and these players when these things happen. Because if I'm a youth player now and Liverpool come calling, I'm going to look at players like Musliowski. I'm going to look at players like Carvalho, and I'm going to think, what's the point?
What if Tottenham had felt that way with Kane, bro? He went on 4 loan periods, and look what happened, bro.
Kane came through the academy, bro.
Yeah, but it's still a young player.
Carvalho could have gone to other teams and played football. We convinced him to come to. He made a decision to come to Liverpool based on probably promises and stuff he was given. And those.
Oh no! I disagree with that, G. I think if you're 18 years old and you hear Liverpool want you, you are honoured and you go.
He was 19 when we signed. He's about 20 now.
Oh well, even 19, you are honoured. You can't believe it, and you just go. I don't think there was any assurances given to him, bro. I think we're forgetting we're Liverpool, bro.
No,
A
no, we're not.
19-year-old being offered Liverpool.
No.
Bruv, he probably lost his mind when he
No,
heard
but you're not.
Liverpool
No,
wanted him,
but
bro.
at the same time, he still needs football to develop. So Bellingham's a prime example. Haaland's prime example. These two could have gone. Bellingham could have gone to Man United at the age of 16. He said, "Why am I going to do that when I can go and actually develop?" Haaland did the same thing. Haaland could have left and gone straight to one of the big boys straight away. No disrespect to Dortmund. He didn't, because these lot understand you need games to play. You need to play. And when Carvalho is sitting there and he's seen everyone else get minutes, regardless of their performances, and he's coming on with 10 seconds left at the Bernabeu, or he's not even getting the last game of the season, or he's not getting anything, like, how is he meant to be? How is he meant to feel? He's meant to feel like crap. I'd feel like crap. He probably doesn't want to be here anymore.
Sometimes you just have to understand that that's your place in their development. And
no, he's not to understand that though, Drift, because the team's not playing well enough for him to understand that. If the team was badding it up and doing a madness, then yeah, he can sit down and he can't argue. But bro, when the team is stinking out the place, everyone else ahead of him is getting a chance, no matter what, and he's not even getting minutes. We're winning games and he's not getting any minutes. But that's not good. When Milner's coming on ahead of Carvalho when a game's already won, that's not good.
No, I hear
You have
that.
to keep your players motivated. You have to keep them feeling a part of the team and the squad, and it hasn't happened.
I know, I hear that. I mean, I did think about it in depth. I think it's because he's not good defensively and playing in our midfield was... No, but Elliot was ahead of him in his development. I think that's probably the only reason why he kind of more... Because, you know, Klopp loaned out Elliot, right? And then he did well and he brought him back and he's tried to, like... I think he probably thought, while we're playing this bad, and the fact that Elliot was playing a lot as well, he's probably thinking, I can't have them both playing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think maybe it was defensively why he didn't want to play him in the midfield, but I don't know. I say we loan him out. I think selling him's a mistake, but we'll see. We'll see.
I would loan him out as well, but I can understand if he wants to move
on. Akpo again. Says, with McAllister, Thuram and Kone, would we even need a marquee signing?
No, I don't.
Marquee in the sense of what you call a marquee. No, but I think Kone would. I think Thuram would be a marquee signing. But
the summer we signed Mane, Genie, we didn't have a marquee. So like, there's been a lot of summers we haven't signed marquee players, and we've still been all right.
I would have still called Mane a marquee. I know I'm being biased, but I would have called that a marquee.
At the time, he wasn't a marquee signing. We all knew he was a phenomenal signing, especially for where we were in our development, but it wasn't a marquee signing.
Yeah, by the historical definition of the word, no. But in terms of like who the player is, I felt like it was a marquee signing. Do you get what I mean? Like, Tommy's got a good point here. You know, he's saying, we've just signed a World Cup winner. Is that not a marquee signing?
Yeah. All right. One thing I do want to... this whole World Cup...
An integral part of the World Cup as well, Cal. Not a passenger, an integral part of the World Cup.
I get, but we almost speak about him like he was the Messi of the team. Like, he was good in the World Cup. And he is a World Cup winner, but like, come on, look, we've seen other players win the World Cup and not like let him play his football first, innit? Like, let him play his football.
No, but again, an integral part of the squad that won the World Cup. That is the key part. He wasn't a bystander or a passenger.
No, but just because you're in the World Cup team doesn't make you a marquee signing.
No, but
he's not a marquee signing. It's a very good signing, but he's not a marquee signing. He doesn't need to be. I don't like this narrative that we have to go out and spend bare money on one player. It's not necessary. If it's there and we can do it,
I don't think the money has to be because Thiago.
Well, it's either money or the status of the player, right? It's either money or the status of the player. Thiago was a marquee signing because his career up until we bought him was absolutely sensational. McAllister's not a marquee signing. He's a brilliant signing. He's not a marquee signing by the definition of the word marquee.
Maybe I don't know.
He's not. But we don't need a marquee signing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
if
with
we
that.
get the players we need, we're cool. Like, we're absolutely fine.
I mean, all right, just quickly, because I don't want to do on it too much. What's the difference between Enzo and McAllister? Because Enzo was a marquee signing. He cost a lot, but is that what you would say makes it marquee? Because McAllister and Enzo, quality-wise, what's the difference?
I don't think that was a marquee sign. I think that Chelsea just were desperate and spent the amount of money that they had to do to get the player in. I don't think it was a marquee signing.
No, it was Cal. That was a January marquee
He was
signing.
virtually
Enzo
unproven.
Chelsea.
Enzo was virtually unproven.
No, I know, but I was still that was especially at 100 mil.
So who was the marquee signing for us last summer?
I don't think we had a marquee signing.
Nunes was the marquee signing then. By your definition, Nunes was.
To me, but I don't think to the club it was. I wanted the player, so I was. I don't think to the club it was.
Basically, a player who could cost up to 85 million. That's a marquee signing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it, but I think Enzo. It wasn't just the price. Like the player was sought after. The whole world wanted Enzo. I don't think it was just the price. Enzo's a baller. Like I think that was a marquee signing. Even if he went Chelsea for 40 mil, I would have still called Enzo a marquee signing. Like it was a game changer. Like it's the future of Chelsea's midfield, bro.
I don't know if that means marquee though. Like Bellingham for Real Madrid's a marquee signing, and he costs less than Enzo.
Yeah. That's
he's been doing it because he's been doing it for longer.
I don't know. I still would have called Enzo a Chelsea marquee signing. But yeah, Chombe says, what are we doing? Even Arsenal are getting Rice. F me. I know that bothers you a bit, bro.
Yeah, massively.
Hold on a minute.
Massively.
Michael says, Drift, Benzema is now on 171 million per year and Kante is on 100. I know. It's absolutely crazy. Shall
I be real with you? Shall I be completely real with you? I'm good with them two getting that sort of money.
In terms of like they've earned, I think this is going back to a conversation we was having a bit earlier because we was talking about at Inter Miami, Messi's going to be on 45 million a year and he'll be the biggest paid athlete in Miami, like baseball, basketball, and Mahrez has been offered 750 grand a week to go to Saudi now as well. So he might be, he'll probably be leaving City this summer as well. Saudi are starting to take all the big boys, maybe at the wrong end of their careers, but like
we've seen this happen with China as well. How long is it going to last? Is it sustainable? We've seen this before.
Yeah, but I think the difference is that Saudi money is long money.
What, and you think Chinese money isn't long?
Remember, there was a couple things that came out, and there was a bit of thing, and it wasn't as rosy as it looked.
Propaganda came.
No. Apparently, a couple of the clubs went a bit bankrupt. Like it wasn't as like it wasn't as fruitful as it looked at the time. That Saudi money's long, bro. That ain't never running out, bro.
Shall I be real with you? I know people are going to have an issue with this because they see athletes getting paid a lot of money, and I think a lot of people view it as all they do is go out once a week, kick ball for 90 minutes, and get paid a lot of money. No one really sits down and analyzes the sacrifice some of these players make from the age of 6 or 7 years old. And it's not just them, it's their family members as well. From the age of 6 or 7, I've got brethren who've got children in this situation. They've picked their kids up from school, have to work part-time so they can get their kids over to Cobham or somewhere like that from South London, stay there with the other kid, do homework with the other kid while that kid's playing football. And they do that trip about 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Not to mention weekends playing games home and away. Not to mention doing all the other things that you're not able to do. Then imagine getting into school and you might not be able to go out with your friends. You might not be able to kick ball for your school because you've got to protect yourself. Because if you go and kick ball at school and you get injured, that's your football career done at the age of 13, 14. From the age of 16 to the age of 18, you're trying to ply your trade, trying to break through. You can literally wake up one morning a footballer and the next morning you could wake up with absolutely nothing and be told that you've been released. No safety net. Shout out to Trent who's doing something to try and change that. No safety net though. Then you play maybe 2-3 times a week, depending on your level. But let's go for the top level. You're paying 3 times a week. You're missing out on stuff with your family. And again, I'm speaking as a dad, bro. Like if I've had to miss out on stuff doing Kop-Ish. and we are flexible with that stuff. But if their kid's birthday falls on a certain day, they can't go to the manager and say, I know we're playing Barcelona tonight, but boss, can I have the night off, please? Can you imagine what Twitter would do if that happened? Can you imagine what we do as fans? So all of this stuff happens, and we just ignore it because we just see them once or twice a week playing football and think, oh, why are they getting so much money? Not to mention, bro, if football as a whole brings in billions of pounds, and the talent are the ones that bring the eyes to the product, shouldn't they be the ones getting most of the pie? Like, I really don't get it. I don't get why there's such a debate. If let's say Liverpool Football
it's this
Club,
amount though, Cal.
No,
the points you're making are all facts, but it's this amount. Like, I'm sorry, no player deserves 171 million pounds.
Why
a
not?
Year. No, Cal, that's absolutely outrageous.
Why
money.
not, Drift?
Because, bruv, that's money way beyond anything that it's still a job.
But why
the only
not?
time you're supposed to earn that type of money is when you work for yourself and your business has boomed. If you
They
work
are
for
working
someone
for
else,
themselves. They are working for themselves.
No, they work for someone else, bruv. If you're a
But
footballer, you work for
everyone
your
can say it's too. Everyone can say it's too much money, but once again, no one can give me reasons as to why. Why is it too much?
It's just unethical for what it is, bro.
Unethical for who? For what?
For everything, bruv. Doctors
Why?
don't even get 100 grand
But
a
that's
year,
not their
bruv.
fault.
But
That's
man's
not
going to get
footballers' fault.
1.71 mil.
That's not
Bruv,
footballers'
that's
fault.
crazy,
That's
bro.
but bro. All right, so here it is again.
Do you know
Always
how
comes back-
unheard of 171 million is?
No,
Cal?
of course I do. But brother, it always comes back to people on the front line, your doctors, your nurses, your firemen, police, and all that. I get it, they should be paid more. But why should footballers be paid less so these guys get paid more?
No, that's not what it is. It's just
or else we wouldn't even speak about it.
All right, it's unethical amongst football then. Let's not even bring the
Why?
real world in. The highest wage a footballer has ever earned per year up until that point was, I think, 50 million Tevez, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. Bro, this is triple that, bro.
But why is it such a problem? What? It doesn't affect.
No, I'm not
our
saying
life.
it's a problem. I just think it's ludicrous. It's absolutely
Why is it
ludicrous, bro. Bruv, Benzema is pretty much done at the top level.
Yeah, bro.
So
and I'm
it's
happy.
never like he's going there in his peak.
Brilliant, bro. Even better. I'm happy.
1 million,
Bro,
bro.
I'm gonna be real with you.
That's a mad thing, bro.
I'm happy that Benzema is going to go and get paid nicely at the end of his career, so he
That's
can
not
settle down for the rest of his life.
That's generational. That's not nicely,
Even
bro.
better, bro.
That's
He takes care of his
generational,
family for
bro.
generations, bro. Why not?
I don't know. I think 171 million is madness, bro. It's madness. That's
Bruv,
madness,
I'm
bro.
more
That's
than
when
that, bruv.
that's when I would understand if someone who don't like football would go, he's earning how much to kick a ball around? That's when I will be like, yeah, I
and
get
think,
where they're coming
all
from.
right, but you can dumb down any job in the world, bro. Any job in the world.
No, I hear, but 171 million isn't any job though.
So if someone said to me, all they do is kick a ball around, I'd say, oh, thanks for the conversation. I'll see you around. Right?
It's a stupid conversation when you're being derogatory. But 171 million, I understand the argument because no footballer is worth 171 million pound a year. They're not, Cal. Messi, Pele, Maradona, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter who it is. No footballer is worth 171 million pound wages.
Let's say so. All right, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
You know,
let me ask you a question.
That's not the transfer fee. That's wages, bro.
If signing Benzema brings in £1 billion to that club, let's say £1 billion,
which it won't, but all right.
No, but let's say, for example, it brings in, let's say, all right, Bunny, let's say 500 million.
It won't even bring that, bro.
Says who?
Bro, come on, man.
We're saying
the
that.
evidence. The Chinese league didn't end up making the money. The Russian league didn't end up making, and they've all tried to do this, bringing in this.
They've tried.
It's not going to bring money. It's just like an ego thing, innit? Like, look, we were able to do this. It bolsts up that country, which is great. But the rest of the world aren't going to start watching. No one's going to watch the Saudi Arabia league, bro. Outside of Saudi Arabia.
If he brings in 500 million pounds to that club, shouldn't he see a large portion of that?
Yeah.
So,
but he won't though. He won't bring in 500 million.
All right. So even if he brings in 171 million, that's his money then.
No, because
Why shouldn't he?
If that's the case, then every footballer who's at a top level should be getting more than they do because Salah makes Liverpool more money than that.
Okay then. So why aren't they So are footballers underpaid then?
No. Not the top level ones.
Hold
on,
wait. You just said based on what they bring in, they should be paid more. So they are underpaid.
No, based on the logic you're using for Benzema. Not that I think it's right.
All right, because that is where it is, bro. Salah brings in all this amount of money, and we were cussing for getting 300k, bro. Salah brings in millions of eyes, millions of pounds to Liverpool Football Club.
No one.
Why shouldn't he see that?
No one. I said if he left to go to another club just over money, then that was greed. Because his love for Liverpool.
Before he signed his contract, people were like, "No, I can't believe he shouldn't be getting that sort of money. That's not what we do at Liverpool."
Yeah, no, those people, that's wrong. He deserves to get what he's getting.
Well, the way I look at it is if someone is bringing value to the product, they should see it. Like this whole notion of
Benzema's just getting that money to make him go there.
So why should the corporations get money then? Why should they get more money than
I honestly believe that Benzema isn't going to bring money, but the eyes and the prestige is just wonderful for the people. Just like Ronaldo, who's already there. That club ain't really making money off Ronaldo, but they just love having him in the league. It's just great for the league. But they're not making millions and billions of pounds from him being there.
All right, let me ask
you.
So
Benzema ain't making that money back, bro. They are not making that money.
I'm going to swap it around. I'm going to use John Jones as an example because he doesn't really get hurt too many times in his fights. John Jones made 8 million in his last fight, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think he was overpaid or underpaid?
Fighters are never overpaid. They put their life on the line. They can die. I never think any fighters are overpaid. I mean, the shit ones maybe, but elite level boxers, UFC fighters, bro, their life's on the line. One wrong punch and they're dead. I don't ever think fighters are overpaid. I don't.
How much do you think Dana White takes?
Yeah, the UFC is scandalous how much he makes.
Much? So you don't think the people at Liverpool make more money than Salah? You don't think the owners of them make more money than Salah from Liverpool?
No, but bro, that's just business. Everyone I've worked for makes 1,000,000 times more than I do. That's just business, bro. You work for a company.
But that's less ethical than what we're talking about Benzema doing.
No, this is unethical based on everyone else. Everyone else has got to sit back in that league now. And I know Benzema's earned his career. Everyone in that league's got to sit back and go, hold on a minute, he's earning what? How do you think all the... Bro, even though they'll be happy he's there.
How do you think the footballers feel knowing that the people in the seats upstairs who don't kick a ball, don't put themselves out on social media because they don't have to, don't get criticized because they miss a penalty? How do you think they feel?
That's business, G. I know it's wrong, but that's business, bro.
So hold on. So why are you so accepting of that, but not accepting of Benzema and Kante getting that money? It makes no sense.
I'm not angry at them. I just think that's ludicrous. £171 million a year for a footballer, Cal, is fucking ludicrous, bro.
But I'll tell you what's more ludicrous.
I don't even know if there's a sportsman
people
in
getting
the
more money.
People
getting more money than them who don't even kick a ball. That's more ludicrous, bro.
No, but in not to go off on a tangent, but aren't we downplaying what they do? Because they might not do it, but now we're downplaying what they do. If you're an owner of a club, for an example, we don't know what they do or how hard it was to earn the right to be that owner to make that money. So it's kind of like diminishing what they've done to be that person to say they don't.
So can we stop criticizing FSG from now on then, yeah?
No, I'm not talking about in that way. I'm saying, but I will never put them down for them becoming who they are, though. Like, I will never say you don't deserve money. Whatever grind they did to get to
I never said they don't deserve money.
We don't know what the grind was to get there. Do you get what I'm saying?
All right, so do you think John W. Henry deserves to make more money off Liverpool than Mo Salah?
I mean, technically, he doesn't actually make profit from Liverpool. They don't take money out.
What? Come on,
don't. Apparently, only the Glazers take dividends. Apparently, FSG don't actually take dividends.
Come on, you think John W. Henry's in here not making any money off Liverpool Football Club?
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no money, but apparently FSG don't actually physically take money out of the club.
I guarantee you.
I don't know how true that is, but that's what
I guarantee you, or else they wouldn't be here, bro.
No, but they know they're gonna get 4, 5, 6 billion when they sell the club. That's what they really want, and then that money all goes back into their pocket.
Bro, I'm telling you, FSG are making money as of right now, as we speak, bro.
My issue with FSG has always been the fact that they don't put money in from their own pocket, which they should do. That's always been my issue with FSG. I don't think they actually personally pocket money. Apparently, the Glazers are the only ones who actually pocket money from the club. I don't think FSG do that. They just don't put extra in, and that's what my
I
issue.
said they necessarily take money out of the club, but they definitely make money from the club.
Well, yeah, I don't really know the ins and outs and all that, so I'll think about.
I mean,
I'll find out.
The new stand wasn't that paid for and sold back to us?
No, they borrowed us the money and then we gave it back, right?
So they made money off us.
No, it was no profit. It was the same amount they gave us, the same amount we gave them back.
Of course, they put interest on it, bro.
No, they haven't, bro. It was an interest-free loan, bro.
It's not interest-free, bro. It's a lower interest rate than what they would have got from the banks and stuff. But it was
I'm sure. Well, the training ground was interest-free.
But the training ground was paid by AXA, bro.
No, Liverpool had to pay them back. Had to pay FA. Anyway, let's not go into this because I hate FSG. But I'm just saying it's a little bit. We can't go all the way and say, the owners and the people at the top don't deserve money because we don't know what they do to be those people or what they did to get to that stage. But I do think £171 million is absolutely ridiculous.
I'm good with it, bro. I ain't got no issue with it.
I think that's mad, but I don't know. Anyway, a little tangent you got there. Just quickly, Chombe says Marquee signing is like a Van Dijk and Alisson. Yeah, they were definitely Marquee signings. Marquee and superstar signings are different.
Agreed.
They're kind of one and the same, but I get what you mean. Messi coming to the US is getting crazy. MLS tickets for Inter Miami are in the thousands now. Yeah, that market there, I think they're going to make back their money in terms of like the situation. But that's because Messi's getting 45 million, 171. That's like 4 or 5 times that amount.
You think
like, good on him, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
You think all Messi's getting is 45 mil?
From the actual club itself, I mean, unless there's a lie in there, yeah, it's been publicly put out that.
You don't think he's getting other perks and other deals? But he's probably got shares and stuff inside.
I don't know about all that. Obviously, like we don't know what goes on. But
there's no way Messi's not getting something nice on the side, bro.
But 45 million is nice, Cal.
But you think he's just getting
45 mil?
No, but compare. All right, so we all agree, Messi is a better player than Benzema, right? And he's had a better career than Benzema.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So you think Messi's going to sit there knowing he could have got the same amount of money or more than Benzema and go, I'll just take a third of that, thanks. No worries.
No, I truly believe that maybe he went to Miami for reasons that were a little bit outside of football as well. I think he probably loved the idea of playing and living in the city. I think the MLS is a better league, so he probably thought it's a higher level.
Thank you, Ali. Messi's getting shares, bro.
Okay, like I said, that's why I said I don't know if there's anything else. But
there's no way he's not gonna. But they have to secure their futures. They have a career from the age of.
Their futures are already secure. I'm just happy for them because I don't hate on it. But they're secure already, Cal. Do you know how much money Messi's made, bro? He didn't need this move to be secure, bro.
Yeah, but he still has to keep up a lifestyle that he wants for himself and his family, innit? Like
Messi's probably got about 300-400 million in the bank. Bro,
and rightfully so, bro.
No, but I'm saying he would have been fine without this Inter Miami deal. He would have been fine, bro. Trust me. He did not need this move to secure.
Let these not get their money, man. They have a short career. They make a hell of a lot of sacrifices for our enjoyment. Bro, let them make the money, bro.
No, I don't hate on the fact they're making the money, but 171 million is dumb. It just is.
Not in my opinion. It never will. I will never feel that way, Drift. I can't lie. I will never
that's
feel
fair.
that.
I think that's when it gets dumb. 45 mil for Messi. I'm cool with that. 171 mil, that's ridiculous.
Good with it, man.
Hate says living in Saudi is a dream for most Muslims. That probably did have to pull for Benzema as well. It probably did. Cheapest ticket for Atlanta versus Miami is now $300. These wages are going to ruin the game. The average man can't go and enjoy the match. That's a very good point. People are going to get priced out of going to games now just because Messi's there. That is a bit fucked up.
It's not because this is what annoys me. He's not getting priced out. People aren't getting priced out because Messi's there. People are getting priced out because people at the top have decided to up the prices. They did not have to up the prices. They chose to do that. That is not Messi's fault.
No, nobody's blaming Messi, but they've got to get the money back. They can't just give him 45 million plus extra and not get like they've got to try and find a way to facilitate getting the money back.
They'll put food price up. They could have put the tickets up by $30 instead of triple the price.
Supply and demand as well, Kai. You got to remember that's just how business works, bro.
It's not. You can't blame the players for this. This is the owners doing this, and now the players are the ones getting the.
No, I don't think he was blaming Messi. I don't think what he was.
No, I'm saying just in general though. This is not Messi's fault or Benzema's fault. This is the people at the top bringing in something to make themselves more money.
Boy, sir. Chombe, Messi will get a franchise after he finished playing and to register a new team in the MLS. It cost 500 million. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's what Beckham did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, San Diego just did it. Fair enough. Well, so that's probably what was more incentive of him going there. Stefano, can we get another ×1 draft video?
11 draft video.
Oh, is that? Oh, you said. Yeah, I'm not good with the numericals. My bad. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that during the summer. That'll be fun. You know, it always gets crazy. Do you know what I think we should do, Cal? And this is mad. Stefano said this. I think we should do a draft, but the draft should be random. So here's my idea: we get the Wheel of Fortune. Every player we all agree on goes into the Wheel of Fortune for every position, and the wheel gets spun on your goal. So you don't get to pick; you get who you're given. That would be joke, bro.
That's not really a draft, then, is it?
There's gonna be some duds in it. No, it is a draft because it's based on your goal still. And it's like everybody gets a go in it. So it's still, even though it's like you're not in full control, it's still. And then at the end, maybe we have like a wild card where maybe like we could swap a player with each of us, or like you can get one dip at a player if there's still a player left, or like we can work it. It could be a bit more fun still.
I'm up for it. I hope I get my fair shot this time, innit?
Mr. Sinclair said, we signed Thuram Kone. First off, F your club and the click you claim. Hey, definitely, man. Cover that 2-pack. Hit them up. 100%. If we get them both, I'm telling you, it's on. It's on. Big up, Mr. Sinclair. Harry, for Drift, keep Thiago or sign Rice and Caicedo.
Oh, bro. I'll make that decision for him. We're signing Rice and Caicedo.
No, I would, but I hate the way people are trying to fuck with my emotions.
I can't believe you even and ahed about that. But I love Thiago, but bro, he's gone, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like I said,
I'll call him up and say Vamos myself, bro.
Mr. Sinclair says, what stands out with Thuram and Kone videos is seeing grown men as big as Lee bounce off these 22-year-olds. No more being punched around. That's what I'm saying.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Lee is a unit, bro.
Yeah, Lee's a unit.
What is Lee like? 6'3", 6'4", or something like that?
He's 6'3", yeah.
He's built. Yeah. Like he made Toby look short, and Toby's a unit as well.
Yeah, Lee's a unit. No, it's true. I'm telling you. If you add Ibu and Virgil to that, and then you throw in the aggressiveness of Nunes and and Diaz and a few others who aren't as big, but they are aggressive, you aren't going to want to play Liverpool. You will get roughed up. You will get absolutely roughed up. I said to the people earlier, Cal, what do you do? What do you do when Lennox Lewis has you on the end of that jab? You just get jabbed in the face. What do you do when Mike Tyson comes in close and starts ribbing you? You just get punched in the ribs. There's nothing you can do about it, bro. You just take the licks and you just go home.
Take a knee.
That's it. That's what will happen if we've got these powerhouses in the team. Plus the silkiness of a Diaz who's aggressive and silky. The silkiness of Mo. The silkiness of McAllister. Thiago. You're adding that silk. Trent. That silk will be in there with all of that power. And, bruv, it'll be crazy, bruv. It'll be crazy. I really, truly pray we do get these two in, bro. Because if we get these two in, then I truly believe a title charge is on. I truly do believe if we get those two in, and obviously, hopefully, Inacio, because I do think we probably do need a centre back with Joey going to right back. But, bruv, we will just start moving up people, man. It'll be different.
I hate to say this. I just hope Klopp plays them and plays them properly.
Of course he will. Of course he will. Do you know what?
We might all see Hendo and Fab on the first game of the season still.
No! Big up, Jamal. What's going on, G?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bit quiet, bro.
What's now? Guys, now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys good?
Yes, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just want to say shout out Nabi, man. Because I watched the pictures today. He looked happy. I know people are hating on the club he went to, but bro, the guy looks happy, and that's the good thing about it. He looks happy, and you know what? He's not our problem anymore. So let the guy enjoy his life, man. But a lot of people was laughing at his club. It is what it is, man. But yeah, Drifty, you know what? I was watching the video when we was linked to Caicedo last season. And you know, I have to give you credit, bro. Because you said it. You said just get him. You said next season, this guy is gonna be the real deal. So bro, I wouldn't lie. That's scouting right there. I have to give you your props.
Appreciate
there were certain men in the video saying he's not good still. What? But no, but Carl had to get his credit too, because he said Bellingham wasn't coming. And for me, I believe Bellingham will have come, but Klopp looked at the midfield, and bro, I think the decline of Henderson and Fab make him think, you know what, we should spread it on more players. Because I wouldn't lie, I know Fab's missus, Rebecca, I know she's pregnant, but it's Fabinho pregnant too. That's how he's been moving.
Also, yeah, sorry, just on a side note, who was the first to mention and speak about Kone as well?
Yeah, you still.
Oh,
yeah, you can. You're elite as well. Your scouting is elite as well. But I just want to give Jifty's props because a lot of people hate. Yeah. But yeah, man. And the thing I want to say, I was listening to you guys' conversation about the Marquee signing. We don't need one because, guys, I was watching the other teams. You know, if you actually go pound for pound, world-class players, you know, only City and us really have world-class players. Because when you look at Arsenal, who would you guys say is world-class?
No one
they
yet.
They don't have. I mean, arguably Partey when he was at his best, but they
No.
don't.
No.
You don't think it was arguable when he was at Atletico Madrid?
No. There's in my opinion 4 players who could potentially become world class at Arsenal.
Yeah, they have guys who's right on the verge, but none world class now. Chelsea, Chelsea would be still City Thiago Silva because he's gonna be 38 next summer.
No, not at 38. Absolute baller of a footballer in a career, but not at 38. He's not world class anymore. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Spurs, Kane, maybe Son, maybe.
He's a purple patch player, but I still think he's world class. But
yeah. But if you watch Liverpool, I'll say Thiago, Van Dijk, Alisson, Salah, Trent. Is Robinson still world class? Would you guys say he's just dropped under, or is he still world class? Robinson.
He's dropped under now, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll say. So that's 5. So, guys, we don't need a new team. I think rival fans seeing that how we're buying these guys and saying, oh, we're buying project players. But, guys, we have our team. The spine is still there. We just need guys to complement our squad so we can go again. So I think if we get the guys we want, we could. I wouldn't say. I was watching Thuram and you guys, Carl.
Yeah,
and it was so good, man. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was thing, and he also said the same thing. The spine is there. We just need, energy in the midfield. And the last thing I want to say is, Drifty, I also agree with you that how the 2 8s can work. Carl, I know you need a 6. I know that's your hell bent on a 6. But I think with the energy and the energy of Kone, and these guys are defensive minded, I think they can work, man. I know you said we need a 6, but I think we can give this a try. And that's all I want to say.
You just made it. Big up yourself. It's always so, man.
Big up, man. Big up.
Big up, G. Big up.
I agree. I agree with the spine, but we haven't got a broken vertebrae.
I'm going to bring something up that I showed the people a little earlier just to give you a little insight into why I believe it can run. Just basically going off of his position last season. Let me just bring this up quickly. I've showed this to the people already, but while you're here. So Khephren, last season, played left wing once, which obviously was just like a random thing. Played left midfield once, which is obviously just a random thing. He played central midfield 24 times, and he played DM 17 times. I know obviously there's 7 in it, but that's not really that big of a deal. So
did he play DM by himself or in a pivot?
I think it was both. I think a pivot and by himself.
He was very rarely by himself, from what I'm led to understand. If you were to look at Bellingham's stats, I'm pretty sure he'd probably say something similar as well, because he played in the pivot.
But it still proves he has the capabilities to be defensive-minded, regardless of what the situation is.
But that doesn't indicate how his performances were in DM and who he was playing against.
You don't play there 17 times if you're poor at it.
No,
like
but
after about 4 or 5, you would have been stopped playing there.
But you might play there against poor opposition, depending on how the rest of the team set up.
Yeah, of course. But I think it proves that he's capable of being molded into that position if need be, though.
But why mold? This is my point. Why buy players to mold them? Why do we need to still? We shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Because it makes you interchangeable, bro. Because if you've got Kone who can also defend, you've got Trent who can also defend, depending on what's happening, where you are in the transition, who you're playing against. Do you get what I mean? Like you can be fluid. If one player makes a busting run forward, somebody else can fill in who's just as capable. It's about flexibility, isn't it?
But who are we trying to get to? We're trying to catch City, right?
Yeah, but let's catch them being different. Let's not be the same.
No, I'm not saying to catch them being the same, but look at what they're offering. But Rodri, Pep Guardiola didn't sit there and go, I'm going to get this player and I'm going to remold that player into this position just for the sake of it. He has specialists and he may remold other players, but with certain positions, get specialists. A DM, get a specialist. That's one of the two positions on the pitch where it will come back to bite you in your ass.
It can work. It can work, man.
We say it can work, but the most successful periods we've had at Liverpool is when we've had proper DMs, Mascherano and Flacco.
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to be the same as the past, though.
No, it doesn't.
You know
but I don't think there's smoke without fire. The times we've been successful was when we had fantastic goalkeepers, Reina and Alisson.
No, but that's different. The goalkeepers is
centre back. When have we been successful? Aga, Skirtle, Skirtle in his peak, by the way. Carragher, Hupia, Virgil van Dijk, Konate, Matip. There's no smoke without fight. Like, you have to have the right players in the right positions.
I get where you're coming from, but I
don't want passengers anymore, bro. I'll just be real. I just don't want passengers anymore.
No, but none of them would be passengers.
But with all due respect, Flacco and Hendo playing in the 6 would be passengers right now.
No, I'm talking about if we was to buy Kone and Thuram and they were the ones playing. No, they wouldn't be a passenger.
No, but why take them out of what they're brilliant at already?
All right, so I ask you this then quickly before we bring in the next person. You can only have one of them then, because we have to go and get a 6 then.
Yeah.
Are you all right with the fact that one of those 2 superstar young players has to walk away?
It depends.
It's like having to get this specialist DM.
It depends who the 6 is. If the 6 is on the verge of being world class, then I would do it, because sometimes in life you have to make sacrifices for what we need.
Who would that be then, bro?
Who would I make the sacrifice? Or
who would it be that we would?
If we could get a Rice, I'm taking one of Kone or Thuram.
We can't afford Rice though.
No, but you're giving me an ultimatum saying.
No, I mean being realistic as well. I'm talking about like.
No, but I'm not saying to just go and get any regulars. If it was Ugarte, for example, Ugarte is affordable.
Well, it looks like wages are why he might be going to PSG.
No, it's because Liverpool didn't go for him and Chelsea were being silly, probably.
No, but apparently PSG are giving him 250 a week. Liverpool wouldn't have given him 250 a week.
Yeah, but he probably wouldn't have demanded that from Liverpool. Of course, he's going to demand that PSG.
Bro,
the going rate's probably like 150.
No, but bro, once he heard 250 PSG, if we'd have come in with one of our regular wages, he would have went there anyway, bro.
But you could have said that about any player, because if PSG went in for McAllister instead and like started like prescribing,
it might have caused the issue, bro. It actually might have caused the issue.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if he didn't want to go, like if we had gone in and done the groundwork early and it was Ugarte, then
No, but they were also interested in him. That's the problem. PSG wanted Ugarte themselves.
No, but
we would have, even from early, we would have been competing with them. Do you
No,
get
but
what I mean?
you're giving me an ultimatum. I'm saying Ugarte is affordable.
No, but I mean, if we're being realistic, let's actually base it on like what's happening. We've been priced out with him because of the wages for PSG. So realistically, we're priced out of Rice. We can't afford 100 million. So realistically, what DM can we actually afford, bro?
Off the top of my head, I can't. Well, it depends.
There aren't any, bro. I thought about it. Caicedo's 80. There aren't any. This is the problem. I think Liverpool are adapting to that and realizing these kids are brilliant enough. We can make a thing work. Bro, there's no DMs that are affordable, bro. People are saying Lavia. Even Lavia is going to be 50
So
mil.
can I ask? So what's going on with the scouting then? We can't scout and find any DMs in world football?
No, but as you said, bro, we kind of got to bring in ready-made DMs right now because we can't have a project in that position, right?
No, you can bring in a ready-made DM. He just doesn't have to be a big name. You can find ready-made DMs.
Yeah, but I mean, that's very difficult.
No, it's difficult for us because we don't have the absolute best scouting networks, bro. This is a club that's meant to have one of the best scouting networks in the world.
You prefer an unknown DM who is a specialist at being a DM than to bring in Kone and Thuram and then use them accordingly?
Yes, Drift, because it's for the system. It's for the system.
I'd rather
for the team.
got that opportunity, bro, and we bring in these two beasts and then we just work around it, bro.
But why though? If this player, let's say they've scouted and they deem this player to be better than Bajcetic, why would we not go and get this player?
No, I'm not saying we don't, but I just think when you've got Bajcetic there, you also realize he's about to become a top G as well. So like, you don't want to stunt his development too much. You know what I mean? Like,
you won't.
No, we would, bro. Like, imagine, say we bought Caicedo or Rice, for example. That's Bajcetic's career at Liverpool pretty much over, bro. Let's be honest.
How can it be, bro?
Bro, how's he getting in? If we bought Declan Rice at 24 years old,
Declan can't play every second of every game, bro. That's on the manager, bro. No, Drift, we've been conditioned then if that's the case. That's on the manager.
You played 53 games this season, bro, because your best DM just plays, Cal.
No. Bro, you've just
plays,
used the perfect. No, you've just used a perfect example. Rodri played all those games because Calvin Phillips wasn't fit and available.
No, there were times when he was and he still didn't play.
No, fit.
Yeah, for the last 3 months of the season,
came out and said the guy's not fit, bro. I'm not talking about injuries. I'm saying the guy's not fit, bro.
I mean, but I'm still making. I mean, your point has some validity to it.
If that's the case, we shouldn't be
your
signing
DM just plays every week, bro.
If that's the case, then we shouldn't really sign a midfield because it's going to stunt Curtis Jones's growth then as well.
No, because you rotate your 8s, but your 6 always pretty much remains whoever your best one is. Very rarely the managers rotate their DM.
You can rotate any position in the team, bro, apart from goalkeeper, maybe.
No, but you know there are positions in the team that are a lot less flexible, like centre-back pairings, for example. It's actually really silly if you keep swapping your pairs because it's better they get relationships. Your DM is a little bit like that. Your defenders need to always know what the DM's doing.
Didn't Pep just win back-to-back leagues? Didn't Pep just win back-to-back leagues by rotating his centre-backs?
Not for the last not for the last quarter when it got to the business end. He just had them, man, and he played them. He stopped being silly and he just played the main players week in, week out, bro.
So for 3 quarters of the season, he did rotate. Why? So the last quarter, they could always be fit.
No, because he was figuring things out. And he nearly dropped the ball because if Arsenal had bottled it, he wouldn't have won the league, bro.
Bro, he does this every year, bro. Every year, Pep rotates up until around February. And then from then, he has a stable team. And then those players finish the season strong.
Bro,
we don't rotate and we fall across the line, bro.
I understand you have to do a little bit of rest and rotation. That's 100% true. Bajcetic doesn't play more than 10 games if we sign Rice. He does not play more than 10 games.
Why not? So hold on.
Because Rice will play the majority of the games.
Wait. There's 6 games in the group stage of Europa, so he's minimum getting those.
Yeah.
Carabao Cup first round. Let's say we have a bad season, we get knocked out of the first round of Carabao. That's Carabao, FA Cup. So that's already 8 games. You're telling me he can't play another 10 games across 38 games?
Not starts. And maybe you could.
But it doesn't have to be starts, bro.
No, but you're kind of stunting his growth if he's just getting 10, 20 minutes here and there. To really grow as you are, you've got to start to start games, bro.
But you also have to have someone to learn from as well, bro. You have to have someone to rotate, especially at that age. You have to have someone to rotate with. He's 18, bro.
No, I get it. I just think signing Rice or Caicedo would be the end of Bajcetic being able to get into the team, like in the near future. Maybe somewhere like down the line, but I don't think Bajcetic gets a real opportunity.
All right, Bajcetic is 18 now. Let's say we sign Rice, who's what, 24, 25, and we play Rice for the next 5 years. But Bajcetic is still developing. Brother, at the age of 23,
Bajcetic won't still be here at 23 if he's not playing.
But again, but this all comes down to
Carvalho situation.
No, it's nothing alike. Right, and who's the problem with the Carvalho situation?
No, I mean in terms of him being frustrated because he's not getting any playing time. He'd want to leave.
No, but Carvalho got 0 minutes, bro. There's a big difference.
Yeah, and you would hope Bajcetic would get more than that, but I still think that it would be very frustrating because once you've had a taste for it, that's the problem now. If Bajcetic was an 18-year-old who hadn't played first-team football, I'd agree with you. You see, when you get that taste for first-team football, it's very difficult to go back to being an under-23 player. And if Bajcetic isn't getting minutes, I think you get very frustrated.
But he wouldn't go back to being an under-23.
Well, sitting on the bench would be just as frustrating. Like,
but
regardless.
It's rotation. So how is it all these other top managers can keep all their players happy for the majority of the time and we can't then? Why is it we only have to have why is it we have to have an 11, but when we start speaking about squad?
No. I'm not saying we have to have an 11. I just don't think you see when you say rotation as well, I think we've got to use it in like, yes, you rotate, but you rotate based on, all right, he might be a little tired, so I'm gonna give him a game off. I think the word rotation is getting used a bit too loosely because rotation technically would mean one's playing this week, the next one's playing this week, and then one's playing this week. That's like if you're really using, but that's not what happens, bro. Flacco will play 10 games, then you give Bajcetic 1 or 2 games, then you bring Flacco back in because he's at a rest. That's when you've got a superstar player, that is what it is to be their backup or their cover. Bajcetic, if we bought Rice, bro, Bajcetic, I'm telling you, bro, he would hardly Premier League. He wouldn't see Premier League. If Rice is fit, Bajcetic ain't seeing no Premier League game time, bro. He's not.
But isn't that a problem then, Drift?
No, because that's what all managers do, Cal. Partey played every game. Rodri played every game. Casemiro played every game if he weren't suspended. Cal, if you're the Don, if that's what you are, you play, bro. Like only if you're injured, you don't play. There's certain specialist positions, bro, that the managers just don't rotate because it's common sense. Goalkeeper, centre backs, DM. You know, sometimes like you've just got to play. If you're fit, you play. Yeah, you get a rest here and there, but like Rice will play every game, bro.
I think that's the issue then.
But all managers do it though, bro.
They don't
all managers do it.
They don't all do it, bro.
Bruv,
they don't.
They do, man.
They really
do.
Don't.
The majority of managers will play their DM and their centre backs. If they're fit, they'll play them. I don't know. Anyway, who knows? You might be right. I just think you've got to. I just think it would stunt his development if you bought him one of those. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying we'd have to come to terms with the fact that
I actually think it would stunt his development more if we don't have someone ahead of him that is better than him in the squad or the team.
Yeah, but he can still learn from the coaching of the managers and stuff. He doesn't have to have a DM to learn off. He can be taught it by the coaching stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I think there should be a combination of both. You need to have examples.
And Flacco can still teach him, even though his legs might be going. He can still teach him. He's still a world-class DM.
Flacco is not a world-class DM, Drew.
Maybe not anymore, but he still is a world. That's the whole reason why you've got the knowledge. You would teach him what to do and help him. You don't have to physically say, watch me do it to teach him how to do it. Flacco can still help him being at the club, bro. And Flacco was a world-class DM. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Anyway. Let's bring in the next caller. That's why we love Liverpool, because they make us argue for days.
It's going to be the undoing of our season if we don't get a proper 6, in my opinion.
You might be right. You actually might be right.
I pray to God I'm not. But I've seen this happen so many times.
Right. Just give me 1 sec, bro. I'm going to bring him in, but just give me 1 sec.
Yeah. John? John? Can't make this up.
Oh my days.
John.
No, you know we can't do that. We can't do that. Let's let.
Oh man.
We can't do that. All right, still give 1 step, bro. I'm gonna bring someone else in. Hold on.
Oh, John. Big up, John.
Oh my days.
Oh, sorry. Gonna get you back, K-Mac. Oh.
sorry. Technicals.
Paul, welcome to the show, bro.
Welcome back, lads. Welcome. I'm glad to be back on, lads.
It's a pleasure having you back on, bro. How are you?
Yeah. I'm fine. How are you, lads?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad.
Good. I'm excited about the signings that we're making. We're moving in the right direction in terms of the type of players that we want to sign.
Sorry, say that again, bro.
I'm excited about. I'm quite excited about the new signings that we've been linked to or we're going to sign.
100%.
Yeah. More technical as well as pace and power.
Yeah.
That mixture, that perfect mixture. Yeah.
Completely agree.
Mixture. But I would like to see us bring in a number 6. And I've got my candidate for that particular position.
Go for it, bro.
You've heard me mention the guy before. One, Alan Varela.
Yeah.
Boca Juniors. You can get for a tidy little sum of 20 to 30 million. No problem. He'd be the perfect replacement for Fabinho if we're going to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And I'll be in favour of us selling Fabinho.
Could you just do me a favor? So I don't want to eat into your time. Can you tell me some of his attributes? Because again, I don't want to sit here and just be like, yeah, go and get Alan Varela because I haven't seen him.
Very good defensively. Also, he's very good defensively. He's got a great engine. Stocky, strong upper build. He's a I would say that he's a hybrid of Mascherano and Xabi Alonso. The great passing ability and that defensive mind that can cover the back four.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So this guy's the real deal. Trust me, he is the real deal. I'll bring him.
I'm gonna have to check him out. Yeah.
That's the real deal.
How old is he?
21.
Good age as well.
Good age, yes. Young and promising. No problem at all. God. Oh, God. How much time have I got left?
Drifty's actually doing the timer. I don't know if he started. We'll say a minute, though. We'll give you a minute, bro.
Okay. Right. So what do you think of our chances next season if we get these players? If you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. If we get McAllister, McAllister's already here. If we get Kone, Thuram, and a centre back, I think we break back into the top 4. I don't think we win the league though.
I agree with that. That's my assessment as well. Perfectly. And also, I think we need the right back as well. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you caught the show we did the other day with the homegrown stuff and all that. I don't know how much space we've got available in the squad unless we start selling players. But I'm with you. I'd love us to sign them right back.
What about bringing the young kids in? Is that a bit too? Are they not old enough to be considered homegrown?
No, not yet. No. Here's the thing. I know not everyone's going to be happy with it. I'd go with Gomez and one of Carvalho one of Ramsey and Connor Bradley this season. I'd like to see Trent as a permanent midfielder, but I don't think we're going to see that.
I think Trent needs to be moved to the midfield. I've been saying it for years. I was saying it when it was unfashionable to say, but now people have kind of caught up with us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I was one of them.
Yeah. I've been saying it for a while. Anyway, I think that's my time anyway. I'm going to say. Yeah.
Always appreciate you calling in, bro.
No problem at all. No problem at all. No problem.
Yeah. And we'll catch up soon, my bro.
Okay, take care, man. Take care.
Nice one. Take it easy. Big up Paul Smith. Right, let's get the next caller in. Kicked him in, kicked him out. Sorry, put him in, kicked him out, put him in, kicked him out. You back in? K Mac, how are you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. First time caller, by the way.
Yeah, I see. I love in the background, by the way.
I checked you out on with you saying recently that was hilarious.
Oh, bless you, man.
Something you just touched on before. Obviously, when you're waiting for ages, you've got loads of things you're thinking about. But then we listen to your show, and then you're thinking about what you just talked about.
Yeah.
A lot of players spend a lot of their money on charities, okay, and tax.
Yeah.
Where does the tax go? The tax goes to the country, and the money that they spend on charities is insane. Like Ronaldo spends like 30% of his wages in UNICEF. Yeah. You know, we seem to forget that he'd do a lot besides just play football. You know, Canate's in Bahrain, like doing some kind of charity work on his holidays. You know what I mean? You know, people don't really think of that because they just see them on the pitch and they see their Instagram post where they're sat on a plane and stuff like that, you know. But a lot of players aren't like that. I mean, Kante is probably, I think he drives a Mini, doesn't he? You know what I mean? He can be paid 100. He can be paid 100 million. I don't care. You know, I don't mind them paying Sadio Mane 100 million because guess where it's going? It's going to his village.
Exactly.
So you know, it's that side of the game that we don't see.
Although apparently Kante is actually tax free, Matt.
Even better, let him eat that bread.
No, but so I'm just saying that's 100 mil tax free. That's mad still.
Let him buy a Lamborghini.
Man, what you got for us today, though, bro?
I've got a really big shout for a DM, by the way, Cal. And no one's even mentioned his name. What's wrong with Tyler Adams?
I knew you were going to say
the reason why Leeds went down because he got injured. He's an absolute monster. An absolute monster. He's going to be cheap as chips because he's gone down. He's probably got a relegation clause in his contract because I know the other guy has Brandon Harrison. And when was the last time we had a Yank? Like the money we get off Yanks, we've got Yank owners. Like, it's a big shout.
Brad Fried, would it have been Brad Friedel? Would that have been the last time we had an American player?
I think so.
In the first team, yeah.
Oh yeah, we had some kid, didn't we?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Reserves.
Oh, what was his name?
He was a striker, wasn't he?
No, I think he was a left back.
I can't remember anyway. But yeah, I think Tyler Adams would be a brilliant player, and he'd be quite cheap. He played DM. But for me, just vive la France. Like, just keep on, just get all of the under 21 French players into our team because they are just winners. Like, they are just monsters. Like, you know, get the other Thuram brother. He's 6'4" as well. He's on a free transfer. Like,
oh, is he free? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sign him right up.
Was the other? Is he a forward? The other one, his brother.
Yeah, left winger.
Yeah. He's a full French international as well, just like his brother now. Manu Kone. I mean, the thing about those players that we're signing, they can play anywhere in midfield, just like what Klopp likes with his strikers. Anywhere in the attack, anywhere in midfield. And I genuinely feel like McAllister is Henderson's replacement. I really do. Like, he is a future captain. He is a real leader. Like, honestly, like Argentina only started to kick on when he started playing in the Argentine team. When he started playing, I think it was like 3 years ago in the Copa America, and they won that when they put him in the team. And then he went to the World Cup, and they got beat the first game. He wasn't in it. Second game, I think, was just an easy, like a close game win, and then he went in, and then that was it. And he played left wing as well in some of those games, so he's interchangeable, and I think he'd work really well in the diamond. You know, that diamond that everyone says that Klopp's going to play eventually, the one which he created for Dortmund. It might come to fruition next year. You just don't know.
Could do. It could do, bro.
Might speak to KG about Tyler Adams. I haven't watched enough of him to comment, but a few people have mentioned him.
absolute monster. Like, he's just a brilliant DM. Like, he's the reason why Leeds went down, because he got injured. He got injured, and then they just kept on shipping loads of goals. And if you watched him in the World Cup, he was unbelievable in the World Cup.
Yeah, he is good. He was good.
And he's another German. He's another signing from Germany as well, by the way. They signed him from Germany. You know, we need to start hitting that market. There's some unbelievable players in Germany.
German market it might be the biggest market right now.
And our marquee signing is Dominic Szoboszlai. He's our marquee signing. Yeah, I reckon the Vieira is a red herring. And I reckon George Smacked is over there trying to shift Carvalho as a part exchange with money for Dominic Szoboszlai. 22, and he's a captain for their country. I'm out of here.
Big up, bro. Great debut, man. Big up, man. Hope to see you again, man.
Bro.
Appreciate that, man.
No problem, lads. No problem. Keep it up.
Big
Keep
up,
it up.
man. Big up.
Will do, bro.
Up the Reds.
You, appreciate that.
Come on.
Great debut there.
Facts. Here's one for you. And again, I'm not even putting this out there because I'd be disingenuous by saying I've seen loads of him in playing. Amrabat, would you take Amrabat, Drift?
I do like him. He is a good player. Yeah, I would take him. I wouldn't take him at the expense of Kone and Thuram, though. But I would take him.
Question I was going to ask.
Yeah, I would take him. But you know what? I don't even want to be disrespectful, but we should be able to buy Kone, Thuram, and Amrabat.
Yes,
I know that would mean we can't bring in Szoboszlai as well, which would upset you because you can't bring in 5 midfielders. That's stupid. That's actually stupid. No, Cal, that's stupid. You can't bring in 5 midfielders. 4 is even a push. I think 3 is the sweet spot. But if we brought in, all right. So let me ask you this then, because I know we're gonna keep.
Would I bring in 5? Yeah, if I could.
No, not are you bringing in 5? Are you sacrificing the DM and Szoboszlai as a guarantee?
God, I was not familiar with your game, Drifty.
What are you saying? Khephren, Kone, McAllister, Szoboszlai, but no DM.
I was not familiar with your game, Drifty. Still, well, you said Rice and Caicedo were inachievable, so I mean, we'd have no choice, innit?
You can play Thuram there. You got Basetic. You still got Flacco for the odd game.
The thing is, we need us. I'll be honest. The number 6 position keeps me awake at night, bro. It really does. It does. I can't lie.
What keeps you awake more at night? The number 6 not being filled, or Szoboszlai packing shots from 25 yards?
Okay, should we just
how many future captains would you have in the team as well? McAllister, Szoboszlai, Trent. Like we've even got the captaincy sorted out for the future as well, bro. So
I'll put it this way.
We saying big man.
Put it this way, yeah. If we could guarantee getting someone like Rice, then I would sacrifice Szoboszlai this summer. That number 6 position. Look, it's not glamorous, but that position gets you. It gets you a trophy. It gets you a Premier League. If we sign Declan Rice alongside Kone, Thuram, and McAllister, we win the league. We win the league. No one can convince me otherwise. We win that league.
I agree with you, but I also think it can work the same way if we was to get Kone, Szoboszlai.
If we bought Kone, Szoboszlai, Thuram, and McAllister,
I still think we win the league.
I don't.
Bro, we do, man.
We don't.
We do, bro. We'll intimidate the Ross out of everyone, bro.
We don't win the league. We come close, but I don't think we win it.
I think we do.
Plus, we're still forgetting about centre-back as well.
No. We buy centre-back on both occasions. I'm just talking about the midfield because you can't buy 5 midfielders. That's crazy. You can't. It would be the stupidest thing in the world.
I don't think it would be, but given our situation, it can't work. But I want to lift that Prem again. I really do.
No, I hear you. I hear you. But yeah, I don't know. Let's bring in our next one. He's been waiting patiently. Pete and Bruno. Again, guys, apologies. You know, I did set the rules at the beginning. You know, you're our guys. We love you lot, but we have already filled the quota with the people to come on today, guys. So I know you lot just sitting in the back, waiting around, guys. So hopefully you understand, and we'll see you next week, guys. Right. SG, what's up, bro?
My God.
What's happening, bro?
By the way, can you hear me? Because
yeah, we hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool. So
oh no. Come on. We got
well, no, not that one.
yeah. That was Cal Sparrow. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, all good. I mean, you know what I like to talk about usually are just the clean sheets. So there's been a lot of talk recently about, you know, like we signed McAllister, great signing, and also with I hope we could get both of Kone and Thuram done as quickly as possible. But I think like one possibly developing story that I think is going a bit under the radar is actually the future of Kelleher, because I think I want to actually ask a hard question now about Kelleher, pause, because I do think that while he is he's been really, really good as a number 2 for us, for the sake of his career and for like the future of the club, do we really see him eventually taking the mantle from Alisson or so at some point one day? Because I'll be honest, I think he may have the potential, but in order to actually really see that, he can only get better if he does get games. So ideally, I would like to see Kelleher maybe go out on loan at some point throughout his career with Liverpool. I do hope that we get to keep him. And I know that now that we're going to be in the Europa League next season, it could be that Klopp decides to play him there. But we've also seen that in many games where we expected to see Kelleher, we still saw Alisson. So that's gotten me thinking about, you know, will he even get that many games as we'd like him to? And that could probably also further also we've talked about Carvalho before, that could give him the incentive to leave. So yeah, that's just the hard question then. Do we really see him, you know, challenging for Alisson's spot at some point in the future? So maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, or hopefully, I mean, I still think Alisson will be our number 1 for many more years to come. But is Kelleher really willing to wait that out then? I think also that maybe at some point what I could see happening is that we keep Kelleher, and then whoever is the next big upcoming goalkeeper at the time, that's, you know, we buy someone and then let them challenge for the position, and just whoever comes out on top then is the number 1. But yeah, so those are my thoughts for this week then.
Big up, man. We'll chop that up now, bro. Love as always, bro.
Brilliant question. Yeah, thanks for all the work you put in the show. I'm probably not going to get to call in for the next few weeks because I always have work usually around this time. So for old time's sake, before I go,
big up, bro.
Big up yourself, bro. Love as always. Big up, man. Right. Big up.
Big up to Avi in the chat as well. Blue Chip TV. I see you, Avi. Big up yourself.
Is Avi in the chat? Yeah.
Avi's in the building. Big up, Avi. He says Thuram Tuesday.
Hey, I like the sound of that.
I love the sound of that.
But I don't want to wait till Tuesday, Avi, though.
No, I'm good waiting till Tuesday.
Nah, man. I want to wait till Tuesday, man. Can't we have like Thuram Sunday?
No, bro. Thuram Tuesday has a nice ring, bro. We had Mac Monday, and we got Thuram Tuesday.
Khephren Sunday, that's got a nice ring to it, innit?
Nah. Thuram Tuesday is the one still.
You know what I do like? Even more than that, though. Manu Monday.
No, we got Mac Monday already, innit?
Yeah, but we can have double, bro. We can just hit
Alright,
the double
cool.
barrel. Boom, boom, boom.
You man do it, I'll do it as well, innit?
You know, before we bring in the next one,
Bozza Saturday is what I really.
No, so Bozza Sunday. I think that will work.
Bozza what the Lord's Day, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because it'll be a blessing.
I hear it.
A couple supers are just on topic, so I don't want to miss them out too much. At Pan again, do you think DM is only as good as a midfield around him, similar to how a defense is only as good as a protection they get from midfield? And you can even put sometimes when a goalkeeper is crap, it can affect the defense because the defense get nervous knowing that their goalie's not that good. So what do you think, Cal? Because you think the DM, and we spoke about this, and I said to you that I do believe that there are occasions where you could have a scenario where you get legs around Flacco and let him be intelligent enough to do so much running. I know you disagree, so
yeah. No, I don't think there's a scenario where a DM is as good as the midfielders around, but I do think the midfielders around can elevate an already good DM. So I look at Rodri. If you put Rodri in Liverpool's team, he elevates our team. If you put better midfielders around Rodri than what we have, then Rodri gets even better. In the same way, Virgil was Virgil before we signed Fabinho. But when Fabinho signed, Virgil went to another level as well. So yes, iron sharpens iron, but iron's already iron, isn't it?
No, I hear you.
That's a bar. If Sadiq's in the chat, I know you must be proud of me, Sadiq. That's a bar.
Sadiq's in the chat. Sadiq.
Okay,
but what I will say though is that there are occasions where you can be a baller and you do get dragged down by having the dross around you, and it can be literally a case of no matter how good you are, it's hard to elevate yourself around poor players.
But we see it all the time.
Enzo's the perfect example, bro.
No,
like, at Chelsea, he's absolutely dog shit, bro.
Oh, I disagree. He hasn't been amazing, but he's not looked rubbish at all.
Bro, did you watch some of them
He's
games?
looked like a bright spot. No, I'll be honest. Enzo for me has looked like a bright spot.
Bro, I think he dyed his hair back to black because he didn't want to stand out anymore because it was making it more obvious, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. I still rate him. He's an absolute baller, but and this one's for you as well, Cal, because this is what you said.
All right, so can I caveat this? Rice over Caicedo for the 6, but Caicedo over Rice for the 8.
Okay.
If I'm getting a number 6, for me it'd be Rice. But if I'm getting an 8, it's Caicedo.
Fair dues. I've got to clear this up. I have to clear this up. Let's just get through this because this was not on purpose. And you know what? Big up yourself, John. So H said, Drip is an absolute villain. I did not know he was asleep, you man. I swear down, I would have never done that. And at least I was the one who was like, let's get him off the screen after I brought him in because, like, you know what I mean? At least I rectified it. And on that one, Sean, as always, big up, bro. Says, big up Sleeping John. His question is to the community: how do you lot watch Kopish? He watches in bed while his wife watches Love Island, etc. So, like, he gives her space, and he watches us while she watches her shows. So, guys, let Sean know in the chat. Like, how do you guys?
I'm interested to know as well. I know a lot of people watch us while they're at work as well.
Yeah, which I rate still. I like that people just.
I'm not going to lie to you. Podcasts are what I listen to when I'm at work. So I'm glad that we can be that channel that people can help get through their shift and stuff. To be honest,
100%, I agree. H says that is a Kop-Ish classic already. Jonathan! And H is the villain.
Yeah.
Says Manolo walk.
Oh man. No.
H is the villain. No one can tell me.
H has been the biggest villain for time, bro.
I know, but he called me the villain, you know.
H has been the biggest villain for time.
H has been the biggest villain for work.
Hold on, I'm seeing in the back garden. I'm guessing you're not in the UK then, bro. That was Ian. unless you've got a lovely garden that you can sit in. Saying that, it's not cold outside at the moment, to be fair. You could probably sit in the garden.
Yeah. Maybe he's across the
I'm not going to lie. Around this time of the night, unless I'm out in the garden burning stuff, I ain't really playing the garden around this time of night because that's when the animals really come out in my bit. So
unless you're having a party, so it's like atmosphere, and then they won't come.
Yeah.
There's loads
Otherwise,
of people,
I could be getting into fights with badgers and all sorts in my garden, which are fights I don't want to win or won't win.
Right, we got 3 more people. Pick up yourselves. Should we do it if dog shit, or do you want to pick who do you want to bring in next, bro?
Let's get Dean in.
Go for it.
Dean with the locks.
Hey yo,
what's happening, bro?
I've been looking like Offset. I've been looking like Offset. Migos.
I'll tell you who you look. I'll tell you who you look like, bro.
Hello, here we go.
Yeah, man, I'm getting looked. I'm gonna start twisting now, bro. How are we doing it, man? I'm gonna start twisting now, bro.
But I'm 5'9" though. I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'9" though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Them man are built different.
Yeah. The man are tools.
Yeah.
That's what you call DNA, bro. That's what.
Athletes,
where you go from,
like
though, bro?
Hybrid. It's like they were made in a laboratory or something.
They were, bro. Thuram's one was made in a lab, 100%. I'll say it.
Otherwise, you guys are good.
Yeah,
man. Bless, man. Bless.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I want to say a few things about the transfer window and everything. Because looking at last season, I think we still have it in us to challenge and win the league. If it's all gonna come down to Klopp, is he gonna adapt to how football is being played now? Signing, I mean, seems like we're getting the right players, but I feel like we still need more in terms of backup for Salah, or somebody, not a backup. I think we need to sort of move on from the notion of buying backups. I think we need to sign challengers. Somebody who say, if you're not playing well, I'll come on and I'll change the team. Because something that we haven't been able to do, like let's say we're not playing well, and second half maybe we're like 1 goal down or 2-0 down or 1-1. We need those type of players, like when he can bring them on and change the formation and tactics to sort of try and win or draw the game, which is what we haven't been doing. Imagine being on Muna and we're losing 2-1. I mean, what is he trying to do? Even Hendo and all this, not throwing shot on them, but I don't think they changed the game in any way. I think we need to start bringing in those type of players that are, what you can call marquee signing, that can shoot outside the box, whether from midfield or they can, create some weird or make some weird passes into the box and stuff like that.
So
I want to ask you this now. Let's say I'm FSG. So today I'm FSG, right? In this current Liverpool, I give you this window summer. Let's say we don't have McAllister yet. We don't have all these other players that you're linked with. Let's say we don't have them. According to you, what you want, I give you 150 million. I want you to sell one forward and then sign a player to back up or to challenge Salah. So sell one from all our attackers so that you can sign one player to challenge Salah. Because I think we have on the left position, like inverted, we have a lot of players there. So and up front. So we need one player. So we need to sell one of those guys, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, and sell any of your choice so that we can buy a player to challenge Salah. And then from 150 million, buy 4 players of any position that's right now in the summer, any position, and then name them, both of you guys. But that's all I wanted to say.
Hold on, Dean, before you go, bro. So
yeah.
the person we sell in the forward line, are we saying that money will cover the Salah competition? Yeah?
Yes.
And then the 150,
yes, and then the 150. is for 4 players from other positions. Yes.
All right,
Cool. All right, then, G. Big
Yeah.
up, man.
Didn't
Didn't even need the timer. Yeah, man. Love as always,
Big
bro.
up, big
We'll
up.
catch you next week, bro. Big up, G.
up.
Dean came in and rattled the cage a bit there, you know.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first, Drew?
You lot are gonna think I'm cheating here, right?
Oh, here we go. I knew it, but when I saw you smiling, I knew there was something going on.
No. I'm not cheating as in like the money or anything. I would actually be making the same signings that we are about to make. Honestly. So I would actually buy Inacio, McAllister, Thuram, and Szoboszlai. And I think I could get all 4 of them for 150.
All right, so Mac was 35, and Nashio's quoted at 35.
Yeah, Thuram's quoted at 25 to 35.
No, Thuram's quoted at 40.
No.
40 to
Oh, no,
45.
sorry. Kone's 25
Kone,
to 35, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so even 40. So that's 4, 8, 12. I'm on 12.
You're on 120 now.
I'm on 120.
No, you're on 110, sorry. You're on 110.
110. I could get Szoboszlai for 40.
You're mad, bro.
No, I could get Szoboszlai for 40.
No, you can't, bro.
I'm a hard negotiator. I could get
Szoboszlai. You can't get him for 40, bro.
But I heard 50 is like I could get him for 40.
You can't get Szoboszlai for 40, bro.
Nah, man, I could, man.
Szoboszlai is going for between 55 to 65, if we are lucky.
All you're doing is telling me we're not going to sign him by saying that. But I heard 50 is what it's going to cost to get him.
Szoboszlai, you know.
All right, I've got to take Szoboszlai out then.
What a rotted cheek, bro. Szoboszlai. Fully sad.
I could get Szoboszlai for 40,
you
man.
Can't, Bob, not in a Bob. You couldn't even get that for Szoboszlai on Football Manager, bro.
Oh yes, I could, bro.
No, you couldn't, bro.
Oh yes, I could, bro.
Kevin said the cheek of it, but I mean that's a liberty, bro.
Kone then.
Cool, that's better. Szoboszlai, bro. Big man like you say Szoboszlai for 40. You know?
AD said Himalayan salt, you know. that's salt from the finest hilltop, bro.
Hold on, no, you haven't answered the question. Which forward are you selling to bring in a replacement? Or sorry, competition for Salah?
Why didn't you forget that part?
Because I've written it down, bro.
I genuinely can't.
You gotta sell someone, bro.
Nah, I genuinely Gakpo, Jota, Diaz. I'm not selling any of them.
You've got to sell someone, bro.
I'm not selling any of them. We just go with no Salah back.
No, that wasn't a question from Dean, bro. He says you're selling one. Who are you selling, bro?
I can't sell any of them.
You gotta sell someone, bro.
I see a lot of people in the chat saying Nunes. Nunes ain't a left winger.
He's played left wing a lot this season. Something you said a few times as well.
He played because there was needs.
He didn't say it had to be a left winger we're selling.
He did.
No, he did. No, he didn't, bro. He said we've got a lot.
He said, yeah. So which one would you sell? And then that way you would be able to get the cover for Mo. That's what Dean said,
bro. No, he didn't. He said which one of our forwards are you selling? He said we've got to play a lot of players who play on the left wing, so there's not a balance there. He said which one are you selling? Drift, who are you selling from the front line, bro? We need a name.
Does Bobby's contract run out June the 1st?
Bobby's contract has already run out, bro. Who are you selling, Drift? Answer the question, big man. Who are you selling, bro?
I genuinely.
We need a name, Drift. We need a name.
Elliot.
Oh, behave yourself, Drift. Barely played forward last season. Who are you selling?
Elliot plays right wing.
No, he doesn't. He plays right centre midfield. Who are you selling?
Elliot
From our
plays
5
right wing.
forwards, who you selling, Drift?
He said out of our forwards, you said Cal.
No,
Elliot
and
plays
he
right
never
wing.
once mentioned Elliot. Who you selling, Drift?
He never mentioned Nunes, but people in the chat saying it.
He shouldn't have to. He doesn't have to mention Nunes, bro.
Elliot plays right wing, Cal. He's one of our forwards.
How many games does Harvey Elliott play right wing, and how many did he play right centre midfield last season?
It doesn't matter how many he played. He still played there. He's one of our forward players.
Drift, which one of the 5 are you selling?
Oh, so now it has to just be one of the 5s. You're trying to move goalposts,
Bro,
bro.
Dean's already just said, got you on a chokehold, bro. Got you in a chokehold, bro. Which forward? Stop David Blaine in the thing and trying to bend the rules, bro. Which forward are you selling?
I'm not selling any of them.
You gotta sell someone, Drew.
I'm not selling any of them. I'm not, and it wouldn't be Nunes. It wouldn't be. I know a lot of people. I'm not selling Nunes.
I know you're not. So we need to know who you're selling.
I'm not selling Jota. I'm not selling Diaz. I'm definitely not selling Diaz. I'm not selling Gakpo.
So you've got to sell someone then. So you're selling Salah?
I'll sell Salah then.
How can you sell Salah to buy Salah's competition, bro? You'd rather sell Salah than it.
No,
wow.
You see? How comes I'm allowed to break that rule? I only said that to see if anyone cared about the rule breaking. Where's everyone going? No, that wasn't the rules, Drift. Oh, so everyone just wants to see me have to. No,
you're selling Salah over the others.
Of course not. That wasn't even the rules. The rules were it has to be Salah's competition. So that wasn't even the rules. But why didn't no one say anything about the rules?
Who are you selling, Drift? You keep on skirting around this.
I'm not selling any of them, man. I'm not selling anyone.
I'll answer the questions then.
It's obvious who you're going to sell. This is easy for you.
I'm selling McAllister for 35. Sorry, I'm buying McAllister for 35. I am buying Kone for... Sorry, I'm buying Inacio for 35. Kone for 30. So what's that? 7? That's 100. So I've got 50 mil left. So I've got centre back, 2 centre midfielders. I need someone. I either need a DM. I need a DM, but I don't know who for 50 mil.
There ain't one, bruv.
Ugarte is just over the 50 mil mark.
Hold on, Cal. Why didn't you buy a DM first?
Because I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Fair dues.
It has to be realistic as well.
No. You could have paid 100 mil for Rice.
Rice ain't going to go for 100 mil, though. We know that.
No, I actually think he'll go for 90. I think he'll go for 90.
But that'd leave me with 60 mil.
Yeah. So can you fill the other 3 positions with 60 mil?
All right. So let's say I go right. I reckon Rice will go for 80.
No, I think 90. I think it'll be 90.
Can we meet in the middle at 85?
Now who's cheating? Go on then.
No, but there's no specific price. All right, so Rice 85, yeah. So what does that leave me with? That leaves me with 65.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Evan Ndika on a free.
Nah, fuck off, Cal. Let's not try and do those freebies because that's cheating, bro.
How is that cheating, bro?
Because you said you have to spend the money. You're not spending money if he's free.
I've got 65 mil left, bro. I'm going to spend the money. Believe me, I'm going to spend the money. FSG.
That is cheating. Hey, Dean, referee. I need to know whether freebies are allowed.
You've not even sold a forward, bro. And you're calling me a cheat, bro.
I didn't know we was allowed to put freebies in there. He said, who would you spend the money on?
Yeah, and I'm spending it on a freebie, bro.
All right.
So Ndika covers centre back. I've got a centre back. I've got a DM. I've got 65 mil left to play with, right?
You do indeed. You got to buy 2 players. Some people are saying Ndika's actually completely moved to Roma, so technically he's not free anymore.
It technically hasn't. I mean,
let me check that out. Actually,
go on.
But go on. I'll let you run with it anyway.
I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong at all. Like, I don't understand why this is a thing. I'm checking as well because I don't want you trying to chief me out of this.
No. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't think he is. He hasn't permanently signed yet.
Oh, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Sensational. Who else am I gonna go with then? I've got 65 to play with, right?
Hold on.
All right, perfect. No, perfect. Kone and McAllister. Rice, Kone, McAllister. Kone 30, McAllister 35.
I mean, technically, you went 5 mil over, but you smacked it. All right,
I haven't gone 5 mil over, bro.
Because we said 20. We said 25 to 35 for Kone, so there's a possibility that he could be 35.
No, he didn't say. Bro, I've got you down. I've written 30 for Kone for you.
Oh, okay, fair enough. No, but I was well within budget even if he was 35 because I had 40 mil left.
Hey,
so I was well. Even at 35, I was
85 and Dicker on a 3, Kone for 30, and McAllister for 35. And then the forward I'm bringing in to compete with Salah is Musa Diaby, and I am selling Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, that was obvious. Well played, Cal.
I'll be honest. I think I'll win the league with that team still. Cheers.
Right, let's bring in our second to last caller. You there, bruv?
Zlatan. Dare to Zlatan.
Sleeping Beauty. I had to do it. Poor John. He's a sleeping beauty waiting for you. His princess.
What's going
how
on,
you guys
man?
doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, man. Bless, man.
Yeah. Not too many things. Very excited about the fact that we got Maka in already. I'm looking forward for hopefully getting we get Kone and Thuram in, and potentially they're saying that we might get Gavri Vega, that player from Spain. So that would be interesting to add. But look, I am greedy. I want every player possible we can get. So if we get 4, that is more than enough. I would say, I won't say FSG in, but I will still say, that's a very good transfer window. But I'll still hold I'll still reserve my judgment for another time. In terms of, I don't know if I have any question for you guys, but by the way, I don't know if you watched Colomani, but he looks like the type of player that is quite similar to basically Mbappe. Not Mbappe exactly, but he has that quality. Like, he has the pace, he has the power, he can play all the 3 up front, and on the left side on the wings. If the question that the previous caller asked was available to someone who can play, he couldn't be the backup, I would have picked him, as Colomani would be the guy to challenge for Salah's position.
Okay. I'll have to have a look and see how good he's both, because I've never watched him.
He doesn't really play on the
he plays on the wings, or he plays striker. I think that's
usually
that's
plays
what
left or center though, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, yes. But yeah, by the way, going back to my avocado farm because I just retired on Sunday.
Congrats!
Oh,
As you can
right.
remember,
Big up.
Zlatan retired, so.
Oh, okay. You nearly had us there,
You
bro.
didn't get it. Yeah.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
played.
so
Well
he's
played.
he's going to his what do you call it, avocado farm because he's basically they copied Zava from Ted Lasso. They copied his character from Zlatan like 75%. So I'm going back to my avocado farm. But yeah, so I think overall I think I'm excited, and I hope that we will fulfill our potential of being able to challenge for the title next season. I would say the only question I would say, the only thing I would add is, you said Sunday Soboslai, I would say Saturday Silva
Which Silva?
from Benfica.
Antonio, yeah.
Antonio, yeah.
Good player. Good player.
Well, it was nice talking to you guys.
You too, bro.
You
see
too,
y'all.
bro. Big up, man.
Big up.
See you later. See you later, man. Big up, man.
See you. Bye.
This is 100% fact, Tron. Big up yourself, Tron. See the little pattern emerge still. And said 40 for Zabozalai, Big man Zabozalai for 40 mil. I said big man Sabozalai for 40 mil.
I said I can get him for 40 mil. That's what
If that's the case, you're wasted on Kopish, bruv. You should be doing Schmacker's role right now. There ain't no one getting him for 40 mil.
It costs a lot to hire the goons, brother. I only do it every now and again.
If you're paying 40 mil, the add-ons are going to at least be up to 80 mil.
I just saw how much he's worth on transfer market, innit?
What was he worth?
40 mil.
Let me have a look. I got internet as well, bro.
No, you go and look, bro.
Oh, you're right, Drift.
One thing you know, I'm not a liar. I might bend the rules, but I don't lie, bro.
Hold on, let's see. Let's have some fun with this. So, Declan Rice was 80 million euros as well. Oh, you kept that one quiet, innit? Oh.
You managed to fit your players in anyway, bro.
No, but I had room to wiggle, bro.
Who are you, flipping Jason Derulo?
Why does Caicedo's only 55 mil euros here as well? I mean,
no, but it's a little bit different because we know that Brighton have already said no to that.
Hey,
much,
Drift,
so
I'm just going by transfer market, bro.
Well, you trying to use my cheat code now, yeah? That's why you don't give away your secrets, bro. Because the man would
see what you told me to do, bro. I had wiggle room, bro. Good job we ain't doing that exercise again,
out here, bro.
Good job. Hold on, how much is Musa Diaby, bro? I got Musa from Nunes, to be fair, innit?
Yeah. You didn't have to do that.
No.
You already dashed man under the bus still.
I did have to, bro.
Yeah, you have to dash man under the bus, but you didn't have to do anything to get him.
Manu Kone, 30 mil euros. I had wiggle room, bro.
All jokes aside, do you actually think we're going to be able to get Kone for that cheap? Because there is a lot of hype and a lot of players, a lot of people that are looking at him as well. Do you really think we'll be able to get him through the door for that low of a price?
Apparently, they're in a position where they need to sell. So apparently,
I know, but if there's a lot of competition, you get a bidding war going. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's competition. That competition should have already been sussed out by now and smoked.
I hear you. I hope we do though. 30 mil for Kone is a bargain, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I still don't know if we get both.
I know, but I'm gonna just keep the faith. we're getting Khephren in first because we've got family ties with Gladbach. So anyway, right, last caller, absolute legend, Uncle Albert. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Drift, man. Today I'm with you, man. Carl just rode in from the dark and he's done like many abominations, man. I don't even like. I could go on till next week, man, with his abominations, man. Carl, listen, there is absolutely no way Liverpool sell Carvalho. Carvalho is a little bitch, and when I agree with Klopp on something, damn, we're right. Listen, let's track back because some of us are retired before Zlatan, right? At the beginning of the season, he was giving him game time. Remember? And then he kept getting fucking bumped off the ball. He's a little kid. Go eat some fucking McDonald's, eat fucking Big Macs and double Big fucking Macs, hit the gym, get some fucking muscles on your body, look like Adama Traore, and then come back. Let's see if you won't get game fucking time. Next thing we know, he's in a magazine shoot like fucking the striker for Everton. What's his name? Who went to wear the dress, right? He's in a fucking magazine shoot and he calls himself, oh, now I'm a model because I don't even fucking play. Take a leaf out of the page of Curtis Jones. Bide your fucking time, bitch. We're not selling your ass. Because we are not selling his ass to fucking RB Leipzig. 2 years later, he's valued at 70 million. And then somebody has to find the cash to go buy him. We're not selling his ass, man. If he can't fucking do the crime, do the time, don't fucking ask for the crime. You are linked to, you have been signed by Liverpool for 5 years. You're staying your ass until we as a club deem that it is time for you to fucking go. In the meantime, you can do whatever you want. You can twerk. You can do the fucking can. You can do the limbo in fucking Negril in between smoking tons of fucking weed. Go fuck yourself, dude. Right? You are not bigger than our club. Fucking little kids who don't know the value of that. You're sitting your fucking ass down. Do you fucking know how much some of us who have worked for 30 years get as a retirement package? You're being paid fucking 25,000 euros to go feature in a nightclub and screw all the finest blondes in fucking Merseyside. You won't shut the fuck up and stay there. Shut the fuck up already, man. You're pissing me the fuck off. Oh. Look, those of us plebeians who have to pay £500 a pop. You know, in between the time I took my sabbatical to come to the UK to watch Liverpool matches, I didn't get a single ticket for less than £500. We have to pay that, right? I miss Jerry at the London studio by like a few minutes, right? So, listen, that guy needs to get some discipline, and that's why Klopp is upset with him. That's why Klopp is upset with him. He should get a body, stop getting bumped off the ball, and let's see what he does next. And then, Callum, oh man, give up the apple juice. You know, listen, see this, right?
No, I have. I'm on the wall. I promise you.
I saw the box, bro. I saw the box. I've been watching. See this, right?
No, I'm drinking it now.
It's $350 a pop. At a certain time in my life, I used to drink a liter of Coke a day. This weather got me. Every week, I need to shoot this thing in my belly, man. So you can learn from your uncle's life experiences. Okay, but you've done well though. You have a family, you have some beautiful kids. I like that. Good on you. But that's the reason why you need to stay alive for them. Don't get diabetes. It's a horrible disease.
I hear you.
Now,
Big up, man.
on Mark 10, Mark fucking 10, that guy belonged in the Argentinian team. Remember the first match? They had fucking Paredes and the other guy, Rodrigo de Paul, and all them dudes, right? And then they lost the match. Then they brought in Enzo and Alexis. And he never looked out of place. That guy was the best midfielder in the Argentine team. He's not a pretty boy. He doesn't have all the frills and spills, and he doesn't like crash his car and leave it in the middle of the traffic light and get arrested and shit. Boy, he's a baller. He is a fucking. Do you remember what he did to us? Remember what he did to us? Jeez. Listen, that guy for 35 million pounds. I don't want to say is the signing of the century because we haven't yet finished the century. And I won't be alive when the century ends. But hey, so far, that is a fucking hit. Like that's a hit right there. Okay? So going on that, we need to get Khephren. We need to get Coney. And you know what? Forget Zoboslai. Get Gabri Viega. Gabri Viega single-handedly dragged Celta Vigo back from the dead.
Lightweight, man.
Watch the game they played against Barcelona just on Sunday. Dude scored 2 goals. And you know what? He's available for 30 million euros, right? He plays more or less the same place as Zoboslai, maybe different formation. He scored 11 goals, 4 assists. Zoboslai has scored 6 goals and 2 assists, and he is available for 70 million euros. So I tell you what, the only time I sell fucking Fabio Carvalho is if we overprice him for some 30 million euros and use him as a part exchange to get Zoboslai, if we are going to get him. But I take Gabri Viega any day. Last but not least, who was that hitting on Izzy? Who was hitting on Izzy? Izzy is the definition of the African man's struggle and our success. A refugee in Ghana, born in Nigeria, refugee in Ghana, refugee in New Zealand, first generation immigrant, doing well, strutting his stuff and kicking ass. You couldn't write a better story, man. I love Izzy. And you know the best thing about him? When he falls down, he gets the fuck up and comes back and kicks your ass. That is the definition of the African. That's our struggle. We fall down, we get up, and we kick some fucking ass. Drift. Today I'm with you, man. But Izzy, no, don't do that. Izzy. No.
I hear you. Outside of the fighting, I agree with everything you said. 100%.
Izzy is the man. You see, and he didn't even start. You know, the first time I stumbled on MMA was an Izzy fight. I didn't really like it because I thought it was too brutal. But what I saw and what he brought was like, I love the guy.
Thank you.
Carl, let me give you a piece of warning. Yeah. Never ever call an MMA woman your girl because they hate your girls. One of them gets you in a headlock. No more fucking Kopish. You know that, right? She takes the cop out of your ish and you become just ish. Right? Amanda Nunes. Did you ever see that video of that unfortunate robber who tried to rob Amanda Nunes? Did you see that?
It wasn't Amanda Nunes, it was Grasso. It was Grasso.
Grasso, yeah. Did you see the shit that happened to the guy? He ended up fucking on his knees begging for dear fucking life. Don't ever long to be in the sack with an MMA woman, you know, because even in the civilian stuff, even in the instrumental stuff, dude, she takes off your ponytail, man. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, right?
You too, man.
Big up Kopish, and once again, Carl, I saw you on Husam's show.
Yeah,
you guys are good guys, man. You guys are good guys. I love you guys already.
No, I
But
appreciate it.
take all my advice. I have many years life experience, and now I'm just enjoying my life, buying what do you call it, 22 23 knockdown Liverpool clothes and enjoying them, because it's like you get like a 20%, is like 20% of the original cost now, because the 23 stuff is coming out and we probably won't be able to buy until 24, so we're waiting. But with all the money that they've been making off us, they should use it to do something good for our team. That's all we ask. We lift trophies, we are happy. We win matches, we are happy. We don't want, and oh, let me just say this. Carl, I share your feelings about us not buying a DM, but I always tell you guys there's what Klopp will do and what we want to do. Yeah. And I don't think Klopp wants to upset the apple cart with Fabinho and Bacetic. I disagree with him, right? Because let me give you a scenario. Buy just Alexis and Caicedo. Buy just them two. Most of our problems in the middle are solved, right? But he doesn't want to do that. He still believes in Fabinho. I don't know what is wrong with him. I'm not making the rules. I'm just playing the game. And somehow he still thinks Bacetic is going to come on stream. I disagree, because I think Bacetic, with too much load, that injury he has will keep recurring. And every medical person I've spoken to about that thing says the same thing. They all can be wrong. So, another person that we unfortunately need to be looking to move on, although I'm not going to complain if we don't, is Thiago. He earns too much and he contributes too little. So there we have it. Let's big ourselves up. Let's give ourselves some encouragement. Next year will be better. Let's hope next year will be better. But we need to be aiming to challenge Man City. Yeah. Challenge them. If you're not able to usurp them, that's fine. At least you come second. But we can't start the season aiming to be top 4. Top 4 is not it. Top 4 is not it, bro.
It's not.
So, Drift, today I'm with you, man. You won Friday night fights.
Love as always, man. Enjoy your weekend, man.
Take care, bro.
Love. Bless, man. See you later, man. Yo, we saved the best till last, man.
Oh, he's a legend, man. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Oh, man.
Call Carvalho B, you know. Oh, his delivery is second to none, man. Brilliant.
You know what? The Bacetic stuff, maybe the injury is something we really do have to worry about for real.
It is.
Yeah, maybe he needs a year off then, maybe, to just make sure that is fully healed. And yeah, I don't know, but
can't afford.
Boy, I don't know. I just keep
him a year off.
No, I mean a year off as in like just keep him in the reserves, let him play minimal football, like no pressure, no stress, that kind of thing.
So who's our DM for the season?
Well, we'd have to buy one or make sure it is Khephren and he's playing in there. Flacco is still capable of playing in a lot of games, you know. I think it's very disingenuous for us to say one bad season means like he can never play for Liverpool again. I've definitely got faith in if we got a better midfield, Flacco fits in and easily plays against loads of teams. Maybe you don't play him against City or Arsenal or do you know what I mean? But
who do you play?
Well, then you play Khephren.
No, you're better off playing Kone as a 6 rather than Khephren.
Either or, bro. Either or. You know. We'll see anyway. Let's get these guys in the door before we start acting like where they're going to play, because this might all be what FSG always do. They give us all this hope, and then McAllister's the only one we actually buy. That's such a typical FSG move, bro. So let's just hope.
It's a Liverpool move. I can't say that's FSG because it's the publications and that's drumming up the interest, and then we blame the owners. So
yeah, I mean, but you know. All right, big up everyone. Make sure you smash that like button. Gonna hit up a couple of these last supers. There's a good show tonight, man. I enjoyed it. H says Naby is Coolio from Gangster's Paradise. H, man, he's gone now, bro. Let's let him ride off into the sunset, man. H is savage. I'm not the villain. H is the villain, I'm telling you. Jay, Cal, you know you wouldn't accept a random 6.
No, I would. I think you can vouch me on that, Drift. I actually would.
It depends, bro.
No, let's be real, Drift. I was screaming about pause. I was screaming for us to get Kone last season. No, but
I still wouldn't call him an unknown. Kone wasn't unknown. Like basically, Jay said if we went to like the Brazil league and like bought a player nobody has any clue about, would you be all right with that? Like you don't have a clue who he is.
No, I would be. I would be until he does bad. If he comes in and doesn't perform, I'm allowed to be upset with the signing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the actual expectation of the signing, you would be all right for being a complete unknown for like 8 mil from the Brazil league.
If it was unknown, but I was able to see that this player was of quality.
There weren't even videos of him.
Bruv, I'd live with it, bruv, because for me,
would you really, bruv?
No, I kid you, bruv, we're not in a position to get Rice or Caicedo through our own fault.
Yeah, but we don't then go and get somebody who might be an absolute nobody.
Why is that an issue if they're a nobody? If they're good enough, if they got the talent?
No, if they're good enough, fair enough. But Liverpool can't make those Brighton kind of like exceptions where like, oh, all right, it didn't really work. Like we got to get back into this now, right?
No, so this is the problem, Drift. We could have done that, but we chose not to. You see, the summer just gone. We could have done that with a Kravashvili or someone like that. We could have done that because we were in a position of power and we didn't. Hence why now we're having to spend an arm and a leg on players when we could have. Bruv, every player
Carvalho was in a place of power when we got Carvalho and was in a place of power when we got Elliot, bro. So technically, we did go and get 2 young, relatively unknown,
and we were all happy about it, no?
No, but look how it's ended up, where we kind of feel like they're not really good enough. That's what I'm saying.
No, I never said Carvalho's not good enough. I've never said Elliot's not good enough. I just don't know where they.
Well, right now, I don't think they're good enough right now.
No, for me, it's never been an issue of their talent. It's an issue of where they're playing in the team. If you're going to bring in an Elliot and a Carvalho and expect the best out of them, play them in their best position. Elliot's not a right centre midfielder. Carvalho's not a left winger. Don't play them in their best position.
But I still believe they're not quite good enough yet either, though. They're not.
But if we went and scouted a 23-year-old who's playing in Brazil, Argentina, wherever, and they are kicking ball and they are a sick DM, and we went and bought them for 6 or 7 mil, I am going to be very happy with that, bro. Because for me, that is a low risk, low reward. Sorry, low risk, high reward potentially. And if it doesn't work out, it's 6, 7 mil that you can afford to flush. What I don't want to do is go and spend flipping. It's going to sound.
It could be a season wasted, though. It could be a season wasted. If he is a flop, though, it could be a season wasted.
But I'd rather take a chance with a £6 or £7 million DM that the scouting network have deemed good enough than risk it with Fabinho for another season.
Fair dues. Jay's back again. Says if we finish 3rd, but we win the Europa League and the FA Cup and the League Cup, is that a good season? 100%.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
That's a phenomenal season, Jay. That's a cup treble and Champions League football either way because you get it from the league position or winning the Europa League. That's 2001 repeated, Cal.
That's a 9.5 or a 9 out of 10 season.
That's a 9 out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10 season. Easy.
100%.
That's a cup treble and top 4. Easy. That'll be a beautiful season, Jay. Do you know what? I actually want that. I had a dream about that.
Steady.
I had a daydream about it. Of course I would. Of course I'd want to win the league. But I had a day. I was watching old school stuff, Cal, and I was seeing 2001 again. And I just had the memories of how amazing that season was. All the cup moments, Owen getting the win against Arsenal and all that. And I just thought, you know what? Win the Europa League again. Fuck it. Why not
All right.
recreate that?
Let me ask you a question off the back of this one. Would you trade all of those things to win the Premier League?
Oh, out of mercy.
Jay, that's for you as well in the comments, Jay. You don't even have to super chat the answer, Jay. But I want to know your answer. And everyone else's actually. Would you sacrifice winning the Europa, FA Cup, and League Cup for the Prem?
All right, I'm stuck in a tornado right now. I think the Prem is better than everything. But when I say that, I'm always comparing it as its own entity. So I'd rather win the league more than anything. But, Cal, to win 3 trophies in one season, it is an unbelievable feat, regardless of what the situation is. Ooh. Because 3's more than 1. Oh, I'm probably going to pick the league. I'm probably going to pick the league, but I'm doing it only just. I'm not going to lie. The joy of winning a treble, it is amazing. I remember 2001. It was such a good feeling, bro.
I was quite young then, but I remember it.
It was
but
such a good feeling.
Shall I tell you what I've never had the chance to do? Never had the chance to go up to Liverpool and parade that Premier League trophy.
Yeah. I hear
Number
that.
20 as well. For Klopp. Over Pep Guardiola as well. And remember, we can't win the Champions League because we're not in it. Sign me the F up, bro. I'm taking Prem over everything.
I'm just saying, a cup treble is it's a lot. It's a lot.
Sorry, Drift, we didn't answer this question. Will Kelleher be able to challenge Alisson in the future?
No. SG, no. I don't. Do you know what? That reminds me, because I was thinking this when SG asked the question. I actually think life after Alisson's going to be harder than life after anyone else at the club, even Klopp. You see, when we've actually got to accept that we've got to move on from Alisson, God help us.
It depends how we do it.
Goalkeepers are very, very difficult to find of a high caliber.
I hear,
and we've got the elite of the elite.
It depends how you do it, though.
Bro, I remember a lot of Mignolet's and a lot of I remember them days, bro.
That's because we're silly in our approach. Let's say, for example, we start to see a decline in Alisson. That's when you're meant to go and get the next top goalkeeper before they hit their prime.
But what if there isn't one there, bro? That's the problem.
You have to find one.
Bro, you can't find Ali's.
I'm worried after Alisson, but brother,
you can't find. Where do you find Ali's, bro? I don't understand how we even go about trying to even.
But we always got to be on the lookout, bro. Scouting should never stop, you know.
I hear you.
But theoretically, do you know what a scout's job is? Theoretically, if any player at any time leaves the club, you're meant to have a list of men there that you go to Jurgen and say, I know he's gone. I know he's going to be hard to replace. Here's your list.
Some players just can't be, though. And I think Ali's one of them, Cal. Some players I just don't think you can. Like R9, Messi. You know, there's some players that you just can't. You just can't find a replacement, bro. And Ali's one of them, bro. How do you find a keeper so great off his line? So good in one-on-one. So commanding. So good at shot stopping. Good with his feet. Maybe not amazing, but good with his feet. Like, where do you find a goalkeeper of such caliber, bro? Like, I'm looking around the world right now and there's nobody. Courtois is as good as him as a shot stopper. That's a fact. Courtois is an unbelievable shot stopper. But with the ball at his feet, he's not a good goalkeeper and the distribution can't.
Steady.
No. Courtois with the ball at his feet is nowhere near Ali. He's not, brother.
He's not as good as Ali, but he's good enough.
I don't know, man. He's very sus with the ball at his feet.
He's good.
His distribution for me is the one thing that means that he's not as good as Alisson, in my opinion.
No. For me, his sweeping as a goalkeeper is why I take Alisson. But brother, he's not rubbish on the ball. He's good on the ball. Alisson's brilliant on the ball. He's good on the ball.
I don't know, man. I don't like Courtois on the ball. You know, I don't. That's just me. I don't know.
He's not great. I'm not saying he's great, but he's not rubbish on the ball.
I don't know. I don't think if you're playing out from the back, you can have Courtois. Like if you've got that Man City style football, you can't put Courtois in goal, bro. You can't.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I think you'd struggle. As a shot stopper, though, unbelievable goalkeeper. Unbelievable.
As a shot stopper, he might be the best.
Crazy. He is different when it comes to the shot stopping.
Might be the best, bro.
But yeah, life after Ali, man. I don't even want to think about life after.
But we got the best goalkeeper in the world. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, it is, man. It really is. Jay, Ray Adams had a Boss World Cup, and despite what some may think, he's actually what does that?
He's
what does
actual
that mean,
United States men's national team captain.
Raw, you're a G for knowing that. Okay. Oh, is it? Raw, he's Pulisic ain't the captain, no? Oh shit.
No,
okay.
I think Pulisic is the captain. I think Jay's just saying he should be the captain.
Oh, okay. He's the one who's actually doing the leading, basically. Okay. I hear you, Jay. Big up Yafu. Did you guys see? We spoke about this already, bro. But Cal weren't here. Have you seen the training?
No,
it's not even a training video, bro. He's just playing with his friends, and he doesn't look great when he tries to take his friend on. And now here we go. He still scored the goal, but it's like it anyway.
Is it on? Where's on Twitter?
Yeah, it's not even a training video. I just think he's fucking about with some friends, but I don't.
I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah, go and have a look. It didn't look great, but everyone just wants to beat Nunes with that stick that says he can't play and he's crap and Anyway, H says Cal burns his Coutinho tops in the garden. Khalid, hold on a minute. Le Parisien are reporting that Thuram is off. Cal, can you have a look and see whether that's true, please, bro?
I'm looking now.
I don't want my Friday ruined. LFCJ 20. Aye, big up yourself, bro. Hold on a minute. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, bro. Now Jay says no, he's actually the captain. Like it isn't actually Pulisic, it is actually Adams who's the captain.
Oh, I just watched the video. It's not. I don't think there's anything in that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's just an agenda against Nunes, and like now everyone just wants to just go ham on him because he didn't look great as he took the guy on. And I don't know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Big up Chombe. He's actually contributed a lot of supers this show. Big up yourself, Chombe. We will be surprised. I will be surprised if we finish top 4. Oh, wow. Newcastle, Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea act like big clubs. Oh, no, they all act big except for us. We need a Barella-level midfielder. What do you think of that one, Cal?
I hear where Chombe is coming from. I'd be good with these midfielders, though.
I would love Barella, but I don't think we need Barella to necessarily be as good as those other teams. But I would love Barella. I still think that would be an unbelievable signing.
Apparently, Newcastle. Am I right in saying? Oh, PSG have pulled out the deal, or pulled out of interest for Thuram. Apparently, Newcastle are interested in him though.
Oh, so it isn't that we're not interested anymore. PSG aren't interested.
PSG aren't interested.
Okay. Ooh, watch this space. Maybe they're not interested for a reason, but I don't want to get my hopes up. I want Khephren through the door so badly, bro.
Newcastle could ruin my summer, because they want all the targets I want. Newcastle want.
Newcastle can do one, man.
You changed your tune.
They took top 4, bro.
They didn't take top 4. We gave it to them. Big difference.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, but yeah. Liam says, tuned in late. Just want to say love you guys and our Kopish community. Big up yourself, Liam. Big up also finally paid out for my season ticket. Over the moon. I'm not gonna lie, that must be a beautiful feeling,
Yeah,
bro. So big up yourself, man. That season ticket is hard to get hold of, so cherish that and hold on tight as well, man. Big up yourself, bro. Tron, I grew up thinking a midfielder should be able to defend and attack. Is that possible in the modern football, or do you have to have a dedicated six? Tron's got a point. Look, we did kind of grow up in that era, bro, where people like Vieira and Gerrard and these guys, they did it all, bro. They defended, they
changed
attacked.
now, though, Drift. The game's changed.
I still think those players could have played in this era, though.
Not all of them.
What, like Vieira and Gerrard and Keane and them, man? They could have easily played in this era.
You've named three of the most abnormally good players in the history of football, bro. That's like you just saying, yeah, I know, but Ronaldinho and R9 could have played in this era. Yes, of course they could have, bro. Like, they could play in any era. If you name those three players, of course they could. But we're talking about
all right. Not necessarily average.
The three best centre midfielders to grace this country. You know?
All right, let's bring it down a level, but still keep it respectful. Someone like Jamie Redknapp, he was still good at tackling, great at going forward. Like, do you know what I mean?
Jamie would have to have a defined. Jamie would have to play as an 8 box to box in today's game.
No, but what I mean is he was still able to tackle and do you know what I mean? And get stuck in or what. It wasn't like he was like like when he's playing, he ain't gonna be able to help defend. Do you know what I mean? Like he was still able to like help defend.
Game's changed though, Drift. The game's changed. Beckham in today's game wouldn't be playing right wing, he'd be playing right centre midfield.
He could defend though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he wouldn't be playing right wing.
No, he wouldn't be. He didn't have the pace to play wing. Yeah, I agree with that. But I still believe that if we get all three, I'm only happy with no 6 if we get them both. By the way, Cal. If we only get one, I'm gonna be just as pissed as you are. But if we get Kone and Khephren, I think there's a plan.
You'll never be as peed as me, bro.
No. Say we got Kone and not Khephren, you'd be happy in terms of like you got the player that you wanted, though, right?
But I'd still be upset with not getting a 6.
Yeah,
but don't get it twisted. I want Thuram as well.
I know, but you prefer Kone though. We're picking.
If we had to pick one out of the two, Kone is more refined at this point in his career. But I think Thuram has the highest ceiling.
Like, say randomly out of nowhere, Ugate's coming Liverpool, so we are getting a DM. You're picking Kone over Thuram in that scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
The joy. But yeah, that's the only way I'm all right with not getting the 6K. We get them both. If we get Thuram and Kone, I think there's a plan. I see the logic. We've already got a DM at the club. I'm good. It's powerhouse.
How much is Amrabat going for?
Apparently about 45 mil. It's not going to be like cheap. Apparently it is still like, you know what I mean?
That
like
Ugarte one really hurts me. Ugarte, I know he splits
51
opinion.
mil as well. That's all it is, you know.
I know he splits opinion. I think Ugarte in our team would be a problem, man.
The only thing that I slightly understand where people are coming from with Ugarte, even though I want him, is his over aggressiveness in the Premier League might be punished a lot, and then we might get annoyed.
That can be tamed.
Sometimes if you tame it, you take the beast away, though, bruv. And what makes him so good is that he gets stuck in and he's always on you and he's kicking at you. And do you know what I mean? If you take that away from him a bit,
I tell you who got tamed. I tell you who got tamed by Klopp and channeled when it comes to that stuff. Sadio Mane.
I agree, but from an attacking point of view, it's a bit easier to take the dog out of somebody because they don't have to always get stuck in. A DM all game is constantly getting stuck in. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon Klopp. If anyone could tame someone and channel their aggression in the right way, I think it's Klopp.
I still want him if there was some way of getting him, but I think the red card thing could be a bit of a worry because he is mad aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, he's mad aggressive.
I don't think he's had that many red cards though, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but he get like 20 yellow cards or something. Like what was his yellow card accumulation was like crazy.
Let me have a look. 22 as well, man.
Oh, I thought he was going to say 22. Yeah, I know he got 11 yellow cards.
For me, that's nothing crazy.
That is high, you know, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that is high, bro. 10 yellow cards and you get a 3-game ban. 11 yellow cards is a lot still. Like if you actually deep it, but I would still take him. He's an absolute baller, so I would take him. Big up yourself, Chombe. My brother.
Blacko got 11 yellow cards this season.
Because he had an absolutely terrible season.
No, but that's my point. Like, I think it can be tamed.
Yeah, you could be right. But no, big up Chombe. My brothers, I'll always support this channel. Big up yourself, bro. Your support doesn't go unnoticed, bro. Love, man. And last super chat of the day. I'm not gonna say their name. Bloody hell, bro.
No, it's called me retired Zlatan.
Oh, you know what? I thought that said another word that was insulting. Sorry, my bad. Call me dyslexic.
Hold on, what? I need to make sure this name isn't a. Let me say it out loud in silent first. I think it's safe. Let me check to make sure this is a real person first.
Go on then.
Yeah, it's a real player.
Okay, cool. He's an 18-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper. That's a hybrid between Ali and Edison. Okay.
19 as well, I've just seen.
Okay. I'll have a little look and see whether
we gotta be careful here, man. We say certain things, it gets clipped up, and next thing you know, we're going viral for the wrong reasons.
You know what I mean? Tom Mizzy. Oh boy, Tom Mizzy wouldn't do us like that. Gents, forgot to remind on the call earlier, cinnamon buns from home. All day over Cinnabon, Sergif. Chef kissed and game change. Hold on. Cinnabons from home. Is it called home or you made them at home?
No, I'm guessing I'm talking about I guess he's talking about in his country.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, Mizzy, hit me up and let me know whether you meant actually you bought it from home, from your homeland or whatever. But if it's better than Cinnabon, which by the way, I'm still going to be going and making sure I'm doing. I had a lot on this week. Week was a bit of a madness still. And as Albert said, diabetes is real, and I am actually going to try and cut back. So after this trip to Cinnabon, I'm going to do a weight cut, Cal, and I'm going to go on a diet.
Are you going to? Should we document it together then?
The weight cut. I'm all right with that. You're going to have to do a Big Brother thing though, and have the camera on me 24 hours because I might cheat.
I'll be honest, bro. I think all those things I'm going to actually document, bro. When I do have like a sweet and cake and stuff, it's real, isn't it? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm never going to touch sweets and cake and chocolate during this weight cut. But there's going to be days I'm going to have bad days, bro. I'm telling you from now on, I'm going to have bad days. But it's got to be documented, isn't it?
Oh shit, Mizzy's saying it's in London. Oh, so it's a shop called Home then, yeah? Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Oh, Tom Mizzy hit me up because Uncle Albert's watching. Just message me randomly, Tom Mizzy, innit? About anything, bro. Who knows what you want to message me about?
Cal, what my plan is to only eat sweet stuff once a week. So either pick Friday or Saturday, have that as my treat day on the weekend, and then don't have anything sweet for the other 6 days. So that's what my plan is going to be. So you're right. I'm not going to cut it out totally. I'm not going to go cold turkey, but I am going to start cutting down. I am.
I might not even do that, bro. I still might have my sweet stuff, but I just taper them out. I have down.
I hear you.
I'm not going to massively limit myself, but I'm going to exercise more and I'm going to eat healthier. But I'm not just going to. I don't think I'm going to fully limit myself. It's not good for sustaining long-term diet. Comes at short.
Are they called? Are they? Oh shit! Deliveroo. This must be England. They're called buns from home.
It's Covent Garden.
Notting Hill, Covent Garden, Soho, Sloane Square, Holland Park, Piccadilly, and Islington.
Sorry, I'm laughing. This is one of my close friends, and he's doing this face. I've been telling him I'm going to start exercising for time. Oh, big up Q this.
Hey, Mizzy. And you know what? Deliveroo can bring it all the way to my yard from whenever because it don't need to be hot like takeaway food. They can take their sweet time.
Good analogy. Good good pun there. I don't they still have to be in a certain radius though?
Maybe if the order's big enough, they'll do it.
Maybe if I buy the shop.
Let's go in it, and then I'll just drop yours off to you afterwards.
We just get them to divert quick.
Yeah, run it up. But yeah, nah, you know what? Big up yourself, Mizzy. I'll actually check that out. They do look nice. They're open till 9 p.m. Oh shit, they're open to 11 p.m. on the weekend, yeah?
I tell you what, I've stopped buying now out of principle, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Have you seen how much they've gone up in price?
Yeah, they're too expensive.
I can't, man.
Yeah, they're too expensive.
I'll be honest,
I love them, but
I'm gonna start trying to make donuts from home though.
Ooh. Sounds like a good plan, bro.
I'm gonna start trying to make donuts.
I'm not gonna lie, £2.30 for original glazed. You should really suck your mum. Let's be honest.
Yeah, for one donut, that's mad. I might try and make oxtail pizza next week as well. Still.
Oh my days, bruv. Somebody sent me the video of the oxtail pizza. Oh my days, bruv.
Told you.
Bruv.
Yeah, mad thing, innit?
Bruv. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah, for real. Same.
I'm gonna go eat. Hey Jay, yeah, I did have to think before I said it out loud, but it's a real shock. So.
Jay's coming. It does when you say like that still.
Yeah. But yeah, people, it's been a pleasure as always.
Always.
Hold on. Oh no, I did read it. I thought I forgot one. Yeah, no, I didn't. Cool. As always, people, big up your damn selves each and every time, and we will catch you on Monday as it stands, unless Khephren's announced over the weekend. So let's hope we're back on.
Follow us on the socials. You might see some fun stuff over the weekend on the socials.
Yeah, you should already be doing that anyway, guys. Come on,
but you might see some very fun stuff over the weekend on socials. So.
Right, yeah, man. All right, man. You want to say anything before we take the people out, Cal?
Nah, just bless everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed.
And on that one, peace.
Thank you.